The following is a live sports presentation on Glycon.
Glycon's coverage of Central Kentucky high school football starts now.
Good evening, everyone, from the Sayre Athletic Complex in Lexington. Welcome to our broadcast of Central Kentucky High School playoff football on Glycon. Good to have you with us this evening. Tonight, it's the Sayre Spartans against the Paris Greyhounds. Sayre comes in at 9-2, Paris at 6-4. Sayre coming off a playoff win over Fairview last week. The Greyhounds were idle last week as Frankfort withdrew from the playoff competition, and so Paris advances due to that, and so they are playing for the first time in 2 weeks since they knocked off Morgan County at home back on October 31st. But two good A teams tonight, and a lot of speed involved, a lot of athletic ability, and we should see some creativity in the playbook tonight as Sayre takes on the Paris Greyhounds. Tonight's weather forecast is presented by Suntime Pools and Spas. Good people to know if you have a pool, and it's been a beautiful day in Lexington and a very nice evening so far. We expect it to stay that way. The temperature as we approach kickoff is 64 degrees, and it'll dip into the high 50s as we move on through the evening, but we expect it to stay dry tonight, and all in all, a very, very nice mid-November evening for football as Paris takes on Sayre here at the Sayre Athletic Complex in Lexington. So we invite you to stay with us. Much more to come on our pregame report. We'll hear from both coaches, and up next it's Dane Dameron of Paris right after this on Glycon.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training. The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself. This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. Get started by finding the program that works for you at bluegrass.kctcs.edu. Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world.
Talking with Coach Dane Dameron of Paris, and Coach, you got an extra week as the result of the withdrawal there by Frankfurt. But what do you do when you get an extra week? How do you try to use that to your advantage?
You just try to get healthy. You just work on you. Sayre's a good football team, so we got to make sure that we're on our P's and Q's and take care of us, because if we worry too much about them, we ain't gonna have much of a chance tonight, So we got to make sure that we're doing what we're supposed to do. We're blocking, tackling, getting lined up right, And then I think if we can do that, I think we've got a chance to have a good football game.
And you make use of creativity in football. You had some plays that we don't often see, and your players are good athletes and they take advantage of it. They seem to enjoy it, but that's a part of your attack. Tell me about that approach to occasionally, once in a while, just do something a little out of the ordinary.
Well, I think we definitely have some. We've got some athletes, and so. Part of that is getting athletes in space, and if we sit there and try to play it 3 to 4 yards in a cloud of dust, we wouldn't have much chance, because our offensive line does a great job of being physical as they can be, but they're good at running and kind of like our skill kids are. So we try to get our linemen out on the perimeter and do some things, and it's all about having fun. If you're not out here on Friday nights trying to have fun, what are you out here for? Because life's too short not to try to have fun. I mean, it's just high school football, man.
Right, absolutely. So the kids enjoy it, and everybody else does too, and it's especially great to win. And you've had a good season. Tell me about the progress of this team through the season and leading up to this point tonight.
I don't think there's any question that we've gotten better. I would have hoped to have developed some more depth, but when you've got 26, 27 kids, it's hard to do that, because some of them, there's some freshmen that just, no matter how much you try to develop them, they're just not ready to play at the varsity level, and that hampers us because we're not able to play a JV or a freshman schedule because we don't have the bodies to do that, So I think the kids that we've counted on have really done a great job developing and have done some good things. And so we're excited where we're at. We're in the second round of the playoffs. I think there's only 16 of us still playing, so if you're playing basketball in the state of Kentucky, you'd be in the Sweet 16. Everybody think you've done a great job, So, but it's been fun, and these I've thoroughly enjoyed being around these kids. I love our kids.
And I asked Coach Pennington about this too. Every single A coach faces the challenge of getting guys to play well on both sides of the ball. From your standpoint, what goes into that, and why are some players able to be very successful at that?
Well, it's got to be the mindset of the kid, and then number two, it's just got to be it's got to be how you organize practice and what you emphasize. And when I was in high school many moons ago, I didn't know there was any other way but playing both ways. So if I was playing high school football, I'd want to be out there all the time. It's you play basketball. These kids play both ways. They run up down the floor, so I don't know why I can't do it in football.
You mentioned earlier minding your P's and Q's, doing what you have to do to have a good chance in this ball game. What are maybe the top 2 or 3 priorities for your team tonight?
Well, I think we just got to slow them down. That's what got me most worried. They're pretty good on offense. That number 3 is a really good player. Of course, Chad's kid's a good quarterback. So we've got to know where 3 and 7 are, and make sure we're marking them and getting them taken care of. And we get a chance to make a play on defense. We got to make sure we make it. And we're going to have to score. We're going to have to. You got to figure you're going to get 6 or 7 possessions, maybe. So we figure we got to score on 4 of them. If we can get 5 out of 8 or 4 out of 7, I think we got a chance. If we can't get there, I think it's got a chance to be pretty tough on us.
All right, thanks a lot, and good luck tonight.
Thank you, sir. I
Thank
appreciate you.
All right, we'll be right back on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, Ann, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
With Fast Signs, create custom deep sea signage that makes the wait a visual escape. Fast Signs, make your statement.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back at the Sayre Athletic Complex for tonight's broadcast on Glycod. I'm Keith Elkins, KJ Jones alongside. Jackson Miller is our producer, and John Strange is our camera operator tonight. And tonight's keys to the game are presented by Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. They strive to keep your trucks moving through outstanding parts availability and unmatched service. KJ, about those keys to the game tonight.
Yeah, tonight for Paris, first and foremost, creating takeaways. They have 24 on the year, and this is an explosive Sayre offense, so they'll really need to slow them down and limit their possessions. They need to utilize their weapons. They have a lot of big-time players on the offensive side of the ball and keep Sayre on their toes because this is the second-best defense in 1A. And then winning the time of possession. Again, Sayre is very explosive. They have a top defense, so they need to come out and control the game on the road here. And then tonight for Sayre, their keys are balance on offense. They're just about even in rush and pass yards per game, and then establishing the run game. Paris has a better pass defense than run defense, but you need to better run the ball to be able to open up the pass game. And then taking away that Paris run game. Paris is a better run team, and it's hard to pass when you can't run the ball again.
All right, those are tonight's keys to the game presented by Martin's Peterbilt of Central Kentucky. This broadcast is copyrighted by the Kentucky High School Athletic Association for the private use of our audience. The use of pictures, videos, and audio without the expressed written permission of the KHSAA and Glycod are prohibited. Sayre and Paris, a second-round playoff game coming up from Sayre in just a few minutes. Next on our pregame report, the comments of Sayre head coach Chad Pennington. That'll be up right after this on Glycod.
Paramedics do the incredible. They help save lives. And so can you by donating at CSL Plasma. Your plasma donation can help create 24 critical life-saving medicines. And you can be rewarded for your generosity. Every plasma donation can do so much for so many. Do the amazing. Help save lives. Donate plasma today at your local CSL Plasma Center.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
Tired of secondhand smoke and vape clouds invading your space? Now's the time to make your voice heard. If you're 18 or older and live in Bourbon County, visit poll.bourboncohd.org and fill out an indoor air quality survey. Or call this local number to request a paper copy. In addition, you can enter separately to win one of 3 $100 Amazon gift cards. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 responses. Submit yours today. A message from the Bourbon County Health Department. Grow healthy, stay healthy.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Talking with Coach Chad Pennington of Sayre, and Coach, another excellent season record-wise, and tell me about the progress of the team as you went through this regular season and then into the playoffs.
Yeah, slow and steady. You know, when we first entered the season, we had a bunch of injuries, and we had a bunch of guys who really never played a ton of Friday night football. And so our kids have done a really good job of just staying the course and relying on their core values and trusting what we're doing in practice to try to help develop them. I think our young guys have come along as well. So it's certainly been a journey and a process, but it's been fun to watch.
And you have an opponent tonight. Paris has some really good athletes, and they like to get creative once in a while. What's your message to the team as far as facing them?
Well, as a staff, we know that they're probably one of the most improved teams from the beginning of the year till now. So whatever you saw in the beginning of the year, they're not that team at all. Coach Dameron and his staff have done a great job of developing this team. And they're really coming into their own right now and playing their best football. They certainly have speed. They play extremely aggressive on defense, so we got our work cut out for us tonight.
It's always a team game, of course, but I'm sure there's some guys who have stood out for you this year. If you wanted to recognize one or two on offense or defense, or who would it be for you? Who do you have to do a good job for you?
Well, you know, Caden Jones is our District 5 Player of the Year. He's done a great job both offensively and defensively as a running back and a safety. I think our lineman of the year was Wyatt Moore in District 5, and he's done a great job and now starting to play a little bit more on defense as well. John Luke Minner, committed to Brown, has done an extremely good job on defense and actually has become even more productive now on the offensive side too, and getting comfortable there. And now I thought our quarterback, Gage Pennington, has really started to develop. He's unfortunately, like his brothers, he didn't get a year as a sophomore to play or a freshman, so he had to really step in now. And both he and Bo Perry have done a great job of working that out, and Bo's done a great job of learning how to play inside linebacker, starting for us there. So a lot of guys have really stepped up to the plate.
Tell me about the challenge of having guys play both ways, because at the 1A level, you just have to do that, and they have to step up and do that. But tell me about the work that goes into that, because I'm sure a lot of fans may not appreciate how much there is.
Well, I certainly love it. I love playing gridiron football. I played it growing up. I think it's fun. It's what football is all about. But certainly at the single A level, you do have to have players who play both ways. So the challenge is, as a staff, is best to find those players that we call .5s that can give you considerable minutes on at least one side of the ball to help spell a starter who may be playing both ways. And so that's where you build your depth within your JV program, your scout team. You're constantly looking at those young guys to see who can really help you on Friday night, especially once you move into the playoffs.
And finally, your message to the team during playoff time. I mean, you've got one out of the way, but what do you stress, or is there anything different through the week when you're coming out to a playoff game?
Well, I think your sense of urgency has to go up. I think the intensity of a playoff game, the atmosphere of a playoff game, the speed of it is a little bit different, so you got to acclimate yourself to that. But then you also have to trust your fundamentals and your core values and really rely upon your training. That's what's gotten you here, and you can't let the hype of the moment cause you to forget about what's going to get you through those situations. So really trying to keep our kids calm, composed, and really focus on what they need to do to win the football game.
All right, thanks a lot. Good luck tonight.
You got it.
We'll be right back on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Tired of secondhand smoke and vape clouds invading your space? Now's the time to make your voice heard. If you're 18 or older and live in Bourbon County, visit poll.bourboncohd.org and fill out an indoor air quality survey. Or call this local number to request a paper copy. In addition, you can enter separately to win one of 3 $100 Amazon gift cards. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 responses. Submit yours today. A message from the Bourbon County Health Department. Grow healthy, stay healthy.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
At Don Franklin, we're about more than just selling cars. We're about families, generations of them. Founded by my parents in 1968,
we've been here growing alongside you. From the first family cart to the newest model for the next generation, our values of trust, care, and commitment are in every handshake, every deal. With over 5,000 vehicles to choose from, check them all out at DonFranklinAuto.com. Don Franklin, driven by family.
From Glycod, it's Central Kentucky High School football. Tonight's game is brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College, college for your world. Manowar Harley-Davidson, 100% Kentucky owned and operated. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. New Vista, we see the good ahead. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. Suntime Pools and Spas, good people to know if you have a pool. And by Fast Signs. Now to the field for all the action from Glycod on Central Kentucky High School football.
Back at the Sayre Athletic Complex, just a few minutes away from game time now. A second-round playoff game tonight between the host Sayre Spartans and the Paris Greyhounds, and it's time now for tonight's game plan. It's built by Elite Building Products in Nicholasville. The right decision for your home. KJ's got the game plan.
Tonight for Sayre, it's winning the line of scrimmage, whether it's on defense or offense, and just getting the run game going and stopping the run game, and then limiting the explosive plays of Paris, because this is a very explosive offense. And then for Paris tonight, it's controlling the game. This is a road playoff game against the defending champ, so this is a game that you really want to come and have control of and not let it get out of hand. And then long offensive drives. Again, this is a Sayre offense. This is 6 and 7 in state in offense, so they're explosive offense. So you want to have some long drives and keep them on the sideline.
Yeah, we got reason to think that we'll see some highlight plays tonight because these two teams can put some points on the board, and they can do it pretty creatively. I saw Paris a couple of weeks ago, and they'll have some plays that looks like the kind that you used to draw up on the playground.
Yeah, and as you said, both teams are very creative with it as well. And, I mean, both these teams are averaging over 30 points per game. So, again, I expect to see a lot of explosive plays here tonight as well.
And both these teams have had good regular seasons. Sayre, of course, coming off a state championship season. They've lost a couple this year. They had a perfect season last year, but still an outstanding record at 9-2, and they won easily over Fairview last week in a first-round playoff game. So both teams seem to have things coming together at the right time, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, they do. And, again, you said Sayre, they had a perfect season last season, but a couple losses this year. But at the end of the day, they're still the defending champs, and they've still played some very competitive games this whole season and still have a very good shot to win it.
Yeah, and you see players off this level, single A. It's a short roster, but that doesn't mean that there aren't a lot of good athletes on the roster. And some of these guys, several of Sayre's players from last year, have gone on to start football in college. And John Luke Minner, one of their linemen, is off to Brown University, I believe, next year for start his college career. So you can see some top-notch talent, even though the rosters may not be all up and down the sideline.
Yeah, for sure. And that, as you said, it's short rosters, but I mean, you have to be super athletic to play both sides of the ball. So we're going to see a lot of athletes out here tonight making plays, like I said, on both sides.
Interesting, too. We got a pair of former quarterbacks dueling as the head coaches. Of course, Chad Pennington, a long career in the NFL after an outstanding career at Marshall. And Dane Dameron was a national championship quarterback at Georgetown College. So they know the creative side of the game and obviously are well-rounded in the approaches to their coaching. But certainly you would figure that there would be some creative offensive schemes drawn up and some outstanding coaching here tonight as well.
Oh, for sure. When you play quarterback, you have to know everything going on the field. So your knowledge of the game is very deep. So, again, both these coaches here with some deep understanding, I can definitely put together some big plays here for both the teams.
We had a situation last week, of course, Frankfort withdrew from the playoffs, so Paris had no game last week. They haven't played for a couple of weeks. Advantage or disadvantage for Paris, you think?
And see, in my opinion, I think that could be kind of a disadvantage going into the playoffs. You have a week off where another team is full of momentum. And, I mean, we're going to see tonight, but in my opinion, I feel like it could come at a disadvantage because you're kind of cold having 2 weeks off where, again, another team has the momentum going into the game.
Sayre wearing the black uniforms tonight with the white numbers. Paris in the white jerseys, the black pants with the orange numerals and trim tonight for the Greyhounds. Of course, at Paris, they have the orange field, which has become a trademark for Paris High School. It's fun to watch them play up there. And, of course, tonight they're the visiting team, so they'll be in the white jerseys with the orange numerals and trim tonight to take on Sayre. We look for a good one tonight. We've got some outstanding athletes making plays for both teams in this ball game. And look on the Paris side offensively. Brandon Smith-Santiago is one. Guy Turner, their quarterback, is a very versatile player, and he is one who can really get this offense going.
Yeah, he can. He really has a big arm on him, and he can also use his legs as well. So really a dual threat quarterback that can make some big plays for that Paris offense.
He's got some guys to help him on those big plays. Monty Bell, we've seen a lot from him, and he's a 6 foot, 170-pound junior, 78 carries, 840 yards this year. So he's a good one. And on the Sayre side, of course, quarterback Gage Pennington has a number of weapons that he can go to as well. So it should be a good one tonight. Hope you enjoy our broadcast on Glycod. And we are just about set to go as Sayre will be kicking off to start the ball game. On the ground and picked up there near the 30-yard line.
Making the stop for Sayre is number 25, Will Moore.
Short gain for Savion Wallace to start things off. So Sayre put it on the ground for the opening kickoff, and now the Greyhounds will get it. And we'll see what they come up with here on this first series.
And this is a big drive right here for both teams. As Paris being on the road, you want to come in and make a statement, and if you're Sayre, you want to get a big stop.
Paris's opening drive begins from its own 32-yard line, 1st and 10.
First down for Paris. Well, started about the 33-yard line. Guy Turner, the quarterback, and he hands it off. That's Monty Bell looking for room. Doesn't find a whole lot. Harrison Phillips on the stop for Sayre.
Yeah, that's some good game tackling right there by Sayre. That's what they're going to need to do this whole game because Monty Bell is definitely a good runner.
Jackson Stewart also in on that stop for the Spartans. Just a gain of 2. Second down and 8 for Paris. We're just underway from the Sayre Athletic Complex, just outside Lexington, away from the Sayre campus. But a beautiful facility out here. Here is Turner. He's going to throw. Got his man. That's Bell out there to the left and got enough for a first down before he's pushed out of bounds.
Yeah, just showing his dual threat ability as well, catching a pass out of the backfield right there. He's a very strong runner, and again, as you see now catching a pass out of the backfield, and want to really see how Paris utilizes all their weapons tonight and spreads the ball around.
Completion of 9 yards results in a Paris first down.
A first down Paris.
On the Paris 43-yard line.
At the 43. So the Greyhounds on the move here early.
And that's really big, picking up that big first down of the game.
Guy Turner, the quarterback, and in this case, the snap is taken and advanced just a couple of yards. Again, a short gain for Paris.
Yeah, and I like how they're really trying to start out and establish this run game against this good Sayre defense. And you see that good game tackling while they're number 2 and 1A in points per game.
Advance of about 4.
3 yards on the play.
I'll call it 3. We'll go with it. 2nd and 7. And the snap and the pitch. And it's Smith-Santiago coming around the right side and then is stacked up by a number of Spartans.
Yeah, and then you see he's able to run over one defender, but then all the rest of them come in and help him bring him down. And that's really good coaching right there and good game tackling for Sayre to start this game off.
So now it'll be 3rd down and a long 6 for Paris as they try to keep this first drive of the game going.
There's a gain of a yard on the play.
3rd down and about 6, and they're close to midfield, about the 47-yard line.
I'd expect Sayre to drop some sort of pressure right here to get that ball out of Guy Turner's hands.
And he's going to flip it out to the left, and it's Monty Bell looking for room around the left side. He's got some, and he's down close to a first down. Looks like he's got a first down for Paris.
Yeah, and the game plan here to start off to get the ball to Mighty Bell. They've done a good job spreading around, getting to him in different ways.
Tackle number 7, Jackson Stewart. Also number 10, Gage Pennington.
Where did
a flag on the play? And
well, they got a flag on the play, so.
And that's a big holding call right there, and that's just a penalty you can't have on the road. And
somebody must have said something because another flag just flew. So let's see what that call is.
It's like a sideline infraction on Paris.
There is a sideline.
And again, when you're coming on the road playing the defending champs, you can't beat yourself up and have penalties like that.
Well, the ball at about the 38-yard line now.
Brings third and 17.
A long shot for Paris here as it's 3rd and 17 for the Greyhounds. And I'll try to get it on the ground with Bell, and he is snowed under there as he struggles to get back to the line of scrimmage. John Luke Minner.
Yeah, just go with the draw right there. Not too many plays you have in the playbook for a 3rd and 15.
John Luke Minner, 6'3", 225, and a senior.
Play, and we have 4th and 16.
So on 4th and 16.
I don't think it's a shot they go for. They do.
Well, they are going to go. Here's the pass out to the right side, and it is caught.
And that's a really gutsy call right there.
Wallace.
Looks like he may have been just short, though. Actually, he did get the first down. And I love the confidence that Coach Dameron has in his guys to call a play like that on your own territory in a playoff game. It shows the confidence you have.
8:39 left in the first. Bell again.
Yeah, and Bell is again. He's going to be that workhorse tonight. In a game like this, you have to get that running game established, and he's done a good job so far at the inside zones right there.
Nick Nara, also number 1, John Luke Minner.
And he's done a good job breaking some tackles as well. Brought down by John Minner, though.
Gain of 2 yards on the play, 2nd and 8.
So pickup of just 2.
And again, I love that 4th down call that Coach Dameron went for a few plays ago, keeping this drive going.
Here's Turner. Looking and scrambling, and then hit from behind by Minner. Was it a loose football?
Yeah, it looks like, he was hit from behind. Looks like it was big number 1, John Luke Minner again, and he's a big-time player on both sides of the ball.
Sayre has it.
And the fumble is recovered by number 7.
Yeah, this is the Sayre defense with 17 takeaways on the year. That'll make it 18.
Well, we talked about the creativity factor, and we saw it there on the 4th down call a moment ago. And that time, just some good old-fashioned football, and Minner is a big presence out there, as you said. And 6'3" and 225, and he delivers some big hits.
1st and 10. And at quarterback is number 10, Gage Pennington.
Sayre takes over at the 43. Gage Pennington at quarterback, hands it off. And not much there.
Yeah, it looks like it was 24 Hudson Ward on the run, but just nowhere to go on that play. Looks like it was number 55, Chase Williams, that brought him down.
Yeah, Chase Williams, an outstanding defensive player and one of the leading tacklers in Class A. Hudson Ward, a junior, carried on that 1st down play for Sayre.
And I think a big part of this game is going to be the team that can run the ball the best and get stops.
Yeah, whistle just as Pennington received the snap. Caden Jones took off on the run, but play had been stopped.
There's a 5-yard false start penalty against Sayre. We will have
and then want to set the Spartans back. Ball on the 35 now.
And both teams with some penalties here that could come up to be costly. As you see, Sayre starting off here with a 2nd and 16 and make it really hard on the offense.
Second down play for Sayre as they try to get it going after backing up on the penalty. Gage Pennington takes it, looks left, now goes right, and fires it out there. Strong throw, and that is incomplete. It was going for Harrison Phillips over there.
Yeah, it looks like it was just a bit over his head.
Paul Miller is incomplete. 3rd and 16.
And both teams so far with not so good starting drives. You've seen Paris with a fumble on their first drive, and then you have Sayre looking at a 3rd and 16.
Now 3rd and 16 Spartans. Clock stopped at 6:45 in the first quarter. No score in the game. In motion is Jones, and now the snap to Pennington. Looking, has some time, now fires long for Jones down the left sideline, and a little too long.
Yeah, that's not much of a chance right there for his guy.
He was tracked by Snowden for Paris.
Yeah, and Snowden, a dual threat weapon as well, a good receiver, and also some good coverage on defense right there.
Yeah, I talked with both coaches about that, and it is interesting to watch at the single A level. The rosters, of course, are shorter, and so a lot of guys have to go 2 ways, and both the coaches just said, well, that's the way I played, so they're used to it, and these guys have stepped up to the challenge.
Yeah, that's when health and nutrition starts to come into play when you have guys playing so many snaps per game.
So 4th and 16, and the punt from Sayre, and it's going to be down at about the 33-yard line. That was Hampton Monday, and punt from Carson Graves, and now Paris will start from the 33. We'll take a short break and be right back on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
You know, Sayre, their second possession after some ball security here.
Paris on the move now with Monty Bell, but they're right there. Hudson Ward is there, along with a couple of teammates for Sayre.
Jackson Stewart.
He just does a good job. He just does a good job tiptoeing through the hole right there and finding an open space.
There is a gain of 3
yards
yards
backwards,
on the play.
picks up good gains on every.
Yeah, Bell is a big play guy too, isn't he? He can break one at any time.
Definitely can.
And they got Bell and Smith Santiago, a number of big play type of players for Paris. Here's the snap, and this time it's going to be the quarterback, Turner, keeping it. He's up across the 40 before he's pushed back.
I'm not sure if that was a read option or just a design quarterback run, but good job right there by Turner, picking up some good yardage right there in the teeth of the defense as well.
So they'll mark it.
On the tackle, number 5, Hampton Monday, number 14, Bo Perry.
41.
Gain of 5 yards on the play, and we have 3rd and 2.
So a big play for Paris and for the Sayre defense. 3rd and 2 as the Greyhounds try to get it going in this scoreless game. They send Smith Santiago wide to the left. Turner looking that way, and then throwing, and misses connections with Bell. It's incomplete, and now 4th and 2. Of course, they went for it on much longer than 2 a moment ago. We'll see what they do this time.
Yeah, and I mean, going for it on a 4th and long like that, I would assume that they're going to go for it again here.
Paris coach is Dane Dameron in his first year with the team. A veteran coach, though. Fourth down and 2 at the 41. Noisy as Turner takes it and goes straight ahead and runs into a wall of Sayre Spartans. They've got him stopped, and Sayre will take over.
Yeah, again, he ran into a brick wall right there. Again, this Paris defense is excellent at tackling.
Well, they tried to go with Turner, the quarterback, and that's not unusual. He does run it quite a bit.
First and 10.
At that time, he started into that hole, and all of a sudden it just closed up.
Yeah, it closed really quick. I thought he had maybe a lane right there.
So first down for Sayre at the 42-yard line in Paris territory. Gage Pennington back out there, ready to take the snap on first down. He sends Jackson Stewart over to the right side. And then a pitch behind him to Caden Jones. And he is up across the 40 down to about the 38. And it was
Jones on the carry. He gains 3 yards.
Rajon Smith-Santiago on the tackle.
Yeah, that Paris defensive line did a real good job on that play right there. Got a good push and able to stop Caden Jones for a short gain.
And we'll see John Luke Minner enter the offensive lineup now for Sayre. Second down and 7, a long 7 for Sayre. Now some movement up front, and the flag comes in.
Yeah, a lot of pre-snap penalties going on here.
There is a 5-yard offsides penalty against Paris.
That one against the Greyhounds.
And 2.
Sometimes you just get a little anxious, I guess, don't you? And want to get a jump, but too quick that time, Paris. And so 5 yards against them. And now it'll be second down and about 3. A long 2, we'll call it. And the snap, and he hands it to Jones. He comes around the left side, and he is brought down inside the 30, but that'll be good for a first down for Caden Jones.
And he does a good job getting around the edge right there, and defense just lost contain, and Caden Jones, a guy you can't lose the contain on, especially with the speed that he has.
5'8", 165-pound senior, 91 carries this year, 689 yards coming into this game, and 8 touchdowns. Also has 19 catches on the year, so he's a threat that way too.
From the Paris 28-yard line.
Now from the 28. He sends Stewart in motion. Now a quick check to the sideline. Jones to the left of Gage Pennington, who has it now and looking, and they're going to have to take off with it. Comes up the middle, gains a couple.
Yeah, looks like he was looking for the deep shot right there, but some good coverage in the secondary from Paris.
Pennington runs out of the pocket and gains 2 yards. 2nd and 8.
Gage Pennington, 5'10", 145-pound junior. The youngest of Chad Pennington's 3 sons, and now the quarterback at Sayre, as were his older brothers. They send Corrigan wide right this time. Toward the top of your screen. Pennington takes it and keeps it and heads straight ahead.
It looks like he took a big hit right there at the end of the play as well.
Across the
Gage
35, or the 30 rather.
And gains 4 yards on the play. 3rd and 5.
A 3rd down and 5, and it is on the 35. This time it's Monday wide to the right for the Sayre Spartans. Stewart in the backfield next to Pennington. Drops back and fires down the left side, and too long.
Gage Pennington's pass.
Looks like he's looking for Paul Miller again, running the seam right there. And it's the second time he just put it over the top of his head.
Yeah, obviously a strong arm, but he's a little bit long on a couple of tosses here early in the game.
On to attempt
yeah, maybe thought Miller was had about an inch or 2 more to him.
Gannon Rice comes on, a very good place kicker for Sayre. And the field goal try is on its way, and it is good. 32-yard field goal by Gannon Rice puts Sayre on top with 1:44 to go in the first quarter. It's Sayre 3 and Paris nothing, and we'll take a short break and be right back with more in just a moment on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Keith Elkins, KJ Jones back at the Sayre Athletic Complex. And the host Sayre Spartans have just scored. Nice to have a place kicker of that ability in your pocket too, isn't it?
Yeah, for sure. He just snuck that one in right there. Had just enough leg for it.
So now we'll get Carson Graves to kick off for Sayre. He handles that part of the kicking duties. And again, short and to the left, but it's not going to go out of bounds. Picked up by Brandon Smith-Santiago, and then he steps out of bounds.
Yeah, not much room to get right there. It looks like he stepped out about the 12-yard line, so not a very good starting field position here for Greyhounds on this drive.
So Paris backs up, and see a lot of more strategic type kickoffs in high school, don't you? Because you don't have a lot of the guys don't have the leg to just boot it out of the end zone.
Yeah, it makes it a lot harder when you kick it into the corner for the return guy to return it.
Here come the Greyhounds on first down from the 12. Turner takes it, hands off. Pretty good gain for Monty Bell.
That inside zone seems to be working really well for them to start off here. Looks like he's getting up a little bit slow. He looks like picking up about 8 yards right there, bringing up the second and short.
Tough to bring down. Got into the left side and picked up. I'll give him 9, so 2nd and 1. Pretty short one, so that really opens up that Paris playbook, doesn't it? Although they are backed up.
It does, and have to watch out for a play action here if you're Sayre. Or some sort of deep shot.
Turner has it and sets up to throw and fires out to the left side. Got his man out there, and down the left sideline he goes and out of bounds. But another good gain for Paris.
Goes for a first down.
Yes,
that was Monty. Was that Monty Bell? No, it's not Monty Bell. It's Snowden. Or is it Smith-Santiago over there on the far side?
Yeah, Smith-Santiago just did a good job running a hitch route right there. God did a good job putting the ball right on him.
So the ball at the 41-yard line. First down for Paris as we're inside the last minute of the first quarter. 3-0 Sayre on the 32-yard field goal by Gannon Rice. Turner backs up, and now he's got it and faked the handoff. Gives instead to Smith-Santiago, trying to get around the left side. And they've got him after a short gain. Almost had him for a big loss.
Yeah, I like the trickery right there, but Sayre was right there and stayed disciplined. And again, yeah, almost stopped him for a loss.
Harrison Phillips and company on the tackle. There's a gain of 1 yard on the play.
So all that for
and 9.
1 yard, but he didn't have to battle to get the 1 yard. Now they're set up with 2nd and 9. Clock down to 20 seconds in the first quarter. Quite a battle here, and these two teams with big play type offenses at times. Looks like they're going to come to the end of the first quarter with a 3-0 score on the board. Paris comes up to the line. But they're not going to run a play, and we have come to the end of the first quarter with the score. Sayre 3 and Paris nothing. Back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment on Glycod.
Confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from PartsTownKiaUSA.com.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Sunshine Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Sunshine Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back for the second quarter, Keith Elkins along with KJ Jones. A good one going as we have a 3-0 lead on the board for the host Sayre Spartans. Paris in the white jerseys tonight. Give us to Monty Bell looking for room, but there's John Luke Minter, and there's no room at all.
Yeah, there's nowhere to go right there. And good job setting the edge right there by looks like number 24 Hudson Ward, and then the rest of the game coming in to bring him down.
And number 80, Jake Marita.
Jake Marita, credit for that Sayre tackle as well.
Loss of 2 on the play, 3rd and 12.
Now they're behind the chains, 3rd and 12 for Paris. Playoff football going on all over Kentucky tonight, an exciting time of the year, and we've got a beautiful evening for football here tonight at Sayre as well. The temperature in the 60s just before game time. Very comfortable out here tonight. Fans enjoying this one. Here's the snap, and there is Turner rolling right and firing downfield. That one is incomplete. He had some zip on that one.
I think they called it a catch. It looks like Snowden. I think they're going to give it to him.
Oh, did he make the catch over there? Okay.
Pass completion is good for a first down.
Yeah, real good hands right there, and Guy Turner doing a good job putting the ball right on the money for his guys here tonight.
And Paris has first
the catch right by the sideline.
49-yard
so Zarian Snowden, one of the favorite targets of Guy Turner and the Paris offense, made the catch. It's a first down. Paris on the move. The give to Monty Bell, picking his way through the right side. He's got about 5
yards on the play.
And Bell was patient on that play, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was. And as long as he can continue to run the ball like that here tonight, I think they have a good chance to win this football game. And just so many weapons for Paris. You see Monty Bell, you see Smith Santiago and Snowden, everybody getting involved here.
A second down play for the Greyhounds. Snowden wide left, a little bit of a low snap. The pitch to Bell. Bell makes one man miss, and then is hit as he gains some yards off that left side. Jackson Stewart in on the stop for Sayre. But they'll move the chains.
Yeah, just a pitch right there to the wide side of the field. And again, Bell doing a good job picking up yards and really being the workhorse.
Yeah, no doubt Paris likes what they've seen from Bell, and I mean they've liked it all year, but particularly tonight it looks like maybe he might be the key to getting their offense going. But Turner's got a great arm, and as you saw earlier, has some people to throw it to. Wallace goes right.
And Paris also doing a good job putting together a long, methodical drive here.
Now a whistle.
We have timeout Sayre. That is Sayre's first timeout.
So Sayre takes a timeout, and we'll take a quick break as well. We'll be right back on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
But off a good.
Back at the Sayre Athletic Complex, 9:50 to go before halftime. Score at 3-0. The lone scoring a field goal by Gannon Rice of Sayre, 32 yards out. That came with 1:44 to go in the first quarter. Now Paris on the move. Monty Bell's strong running has been a key in this drive. Turner at quarterback with Bell right there next to him. Low snap. Turner takes a couple of steps back and then throws long down for the corner of the end zone, and it's tipped away, or the receiver got a hand on it but couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, looks like he was looking for Smith Santiago, but good coverage right there from number 25, Will Moore. 6'2" quarterback, really hard to get the ball over him.
Yeah, he was right there. Smith Santiago got a hand on it, looked like, in the corner of the end zone, but couldn't bring it in with the defensive pressure. And now we'll come back and have a second down play. Ball at the 37-yard line in Sayre territory. This time they send Smith Santiago outright again, and Mazel also out that way. Here goes Monty Bell, trying to find room, but couldn't find much. Caden Jones there to make the first contact.
Number 3, Caden Jones, assisted by number 8, Harrison Phillips.
So down he goes, and no gain to speak of, and now it'll be third down for Paris. He did get maybe a yard, so we'll call it 3rd and 9.
Really good tackle right there from Caden Jones, somebody whose name we're used to calling on offense.
3rd and 9.
A big play on defense here.
Yeah, I talked earlier about the number of players who go both ways, offensively and defensively, for these single A teams, and making big plays on both sides of the ball and on the field most of the night. There's the snap. Turner sees the right side covered. There's a flag in the air, and now he tosses one short and trying to go for Monty Bell. Contact there with Stewart, and so we got another flag coming in.
It looks like we'll probably have offsetting penalties with the holding and a pass interference here.
And we have penalty flags on the play. There is a holding call on Paris and a pass interference call against Sayre. Those penalties offset, and we have 3rd and 9.
3rd down and 9, as you said, with the pass interference on Sayre occurring after the hold had already been flagged for Paris. And now 3rd and 9 for the Greyhounds from the 36. Guy Turner has it. Again, he had to reach down for it. Gives it to Bell. Hits quickly into the right side. Short of the first down, but got some good yardage.
And he just does a good job keeping those legs moving. It's a real strong runner. He's seeing the velocity hit the hole with, and then taking a few Sayre defenders to bring him down.
Bo Perry on the tackle.
So Monty Bell, tackled by Bo Perry.
Also Jackson
Monty
Stewart.
Bell, 6 foot, 170-pound junior.
And we have
Yet he came into the game with 840 yards rushing on the year. And now a 4th down play for Paris, 4th and 2 from the 29-yard line.
You just have to love the playoff atmosphere. You hear the crowd really getting into it on this 4th down here.
They really are making some noise. Here's Monty Bell, and the last little spin got him a 1st down. He is a powerful runner. They brought him down after a short game, but he didn't need a whole lot.
And that one was a really close one right there. And the 3rd, 4th down that this Paris offense has went for in this game.
The Paris gain is good for a 1st down.
So 1st down, Paris. Ball at about the 27-yard line. Monty Bell called on to get the 1st down yardage, and he did.
Paris has 1st and 10 at the Sayre 27-yard line.
So they send Wallace, and now Smith Snowden is going to take the position out there to the right. has the snap. He's going to give it to Bell again. This time into the left side. Jackson Stewart is there to meet him along with John Luke Minner. And they contained him that time.
Number 7, Jackson Stewart.
Yeah, good job right there. We've seen Monty Bell really running through this defense, but come up with the big hit right there in the first down play, bringing up a 2nd and long.
Really competitive ball game so far. Not just the score, but of course the score it does indicate that 3-0. But they are really hitting out there, and we've seen some good plays on offense and defense. And Monty Bell, a tough runner to bring down, and he has had some success. That time they were able to slow him and stop him for the short gain. Turner with it. Started to let it go, now decides to run. And comes up to about the 25-yard line.
And you see him really securing that ball on that run right there as he had the fumble on that first possession of the game. And that just really makes it so hard for a defense when you have a quarterback that's a dual threat. You see good defense down the field in the secondary and then nothing there. And he's just able to tuck it away and still pick up a
yards on the play.
Gain of about 4.
3rd and 6.
Guy Turner, 6'3", 190, a junior. 75 out of 134. Passing this year for 1,048 yards before tonight's game. And as we've seen, he is a threat to run as well. A 3rd down play coming.
We have timeout Paris. That is
Paris is going to take their first time out of the half, so we'll take a short break as well and be right back with more football on Glycod from.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back at the Sayre Athletic Complex, 3-0 Sayre over Paris. 5:54 to go in the second quarter. And KJ, this has been as competitive as we've expected. Maybe a little more low scoring than we might have expected, but certainly a really hard-hitting competitive ball game.
Yeah, and I think this is the exact game that Paris wants here. And this drive has been very long, keeping this Sayre offense on the sideline. And again, when you do that, it's really easier to control the game, especially when you're on the road.
3rd and 6 at the 23. For Paris with Guy Turner waiting to receive that snap. He's got it. Looking, and now turning it upfield, and not too much there for him that time. Gain of a couple of yards for Guy Turner, and he's having a little trouble finding open receivers out there, so some pretty good coverage in the secondary.
Yeah, and Sayre's doing a real good job in the secondary coverage here so far. They've given up some runs here to Paris, but doing a good job not giving up too many big passes. And that's exactly what you want to do. Again, both these teams are very high-scoring offenses, scoring over 30 points per game, so you want to just take away the big plays.
4th down and 6 for Paris. All marked at the 24. Here come the Greyhounds. A big play in this second quarter. They trail by 3.
And if you're this Sayre defense, you have to be looking for Zarion Snowden or Brandon Smith-Santiago. Those are 2 big-time receivers.
Turner takes it, flips it to Bell, trying to get him a little space to run, and he's got it, and still on his feet. They haven't brought him down yet, and they finally wrestle him down inside the 5-yard line, and a flag comes in.
Yeah, and I hope that's not after the play foul. Looks like it may be on Smith-Santiago, especially after such a good run by Monty Bell. Looks like it may be in the area of unsportsmanlike conduct, though, and you just hate to have a play like that for such a big game.
Yeah, the flag did come in late.
Looks like there's also a player down hurt on the field.
So they're talking it over out there.
It looks like it's number 7, Jackson Stewart.
Yeah.
Big-time player for the
He
Sayre
is,
team.
very definitely.
The penalty is a 15-yard dead ball personal foul against Paris.
It was against Paris after the big game.
And I think they'll still have the first down here, but just it sucks to have a penalty right there when you're so close to the end zone.
Yeah, they got the great run there, and he just about worked his way into the end zone. A little bit short, and then the penalty. Close to the 20-yard line now.
Looks like he's getting up under his own power. It looks like maybe a lower body injury, and those are the worst.
Yeah, so he's getting some assistance to the sideline. Jackson Stewart. 26 catches on the year for 463 yards and 4 touchdowns, and been a part of their defense
Harris
as well.
Has first and 10 at the Sayre 21-yard line.
So it is at the 21. Paris a first and 10, but 21 yards between them and the end zone now after the penalty. Smith Santiago in motion. They give it to Bell. First man misses, but here's another wave of Sayre Spartans, and Nick Nara in on the stop.
Initial hit. Harrison Phillips finishes off the ball carrier. There was a gain of 1 yard on the play. Second
Pick
and
up
9.
of just 1. And that's at the 20-yard line now. 2nd and 9. Clock ticking with 4:30 to go in the first half. Paris deliberate on this drive, but that's what they want to do.
Yeah, it is. I feel like it's been forever since we've seen this Sayre offense out there.
Turner rolling right and throwing for the end zone, and it is incomplete off the hands of the receiver. That was Snowden.
And 9.
Yeah, it looks like he's trying to hit Snowden on the out route right there, and I think that's a guy Turner's strong suit is hitting those out routes. We've seen him put some zip on those balls there.
Yeah, and he wasn't quite there in the end zone, but downfield and would have been first down yardage. Zarian Snowden. That went off the hands of the receiver, and now it is 3rd down and 9. Clock stopped after the incomplete pass with exactly 4 minutes to go in the second quarter.
And I would assume we're in 4-down territory again, and maybe just getting some sort of call to make this a 4th and 2, 4th and 3. We're taking a shot toward the end zone.
The snap, and it is Bell who takes it. Circles right and comes back to the left and finally wrestled down. Harrison Phillips is there for Sayre, among others. But again, they had Bell pretty well contained that time.
There's not much running room right there.
There is no gain on the play.
So now 4th down.
And we have 4th and 9.
4th down coming for Paris. Be a 4th and 9 play. Here is Turner looking, and is he going to get his throwaway? He's still scrambling. He's going to have to run, and is nearly run out of bounds and stopped well short of first down yardage, and Sayre has stopped him again.
Yeah, just no running room right there, and defense doing a good job coming down and collapsing on him.
Yeah, they're getting some pressure on him quickly, so he's having to make his decision quickly, and then when he takes off, there's not much room there either.
Yeah, let's see if Sayre can extend this lead before halftime.
They've got 3:13 to go before
First and
halftime.
10 at the Sayre 19-yard line.
They'll go from the 19-yard line in their own territory.
You know, I feel like this game's went by pretty fast, and that's what happens when you run the ball, but that's the recipe when it comes to the playoffs. You really have to be able to win in the trenches at the line of scrimmage, be able to run the ball.
Sayre back with that offense on the field again, and they give for the gain. First down. Hudson Ward.
For a gain of 12 yards.
He's just a bowling ball running right through that
defense.
Sayre picks up the first down with Hudson Ward doing the honors.
And Sayre has first and 10.
Ward, not a big guy.
31-yard line.
18 carries, 115 yards coming into this game.
John-Luke Minner going in motion. And
Sayre on first down. They give to Ward again, and they push him out of bounds as he heads to the right side. Snowden in on the stop for Paris along with Goff.
Yeah, both teams doing a really good job with tackling here. And when it comes to the playoffs, it's all about fundamentals and making the game tackles. No lollygagging around, getting all hats to the ball. Both teams doing a good job corralling so far.
Second down and 7 now for Sayre. It's a long 7. Ball's the 34. Send Miller in motion. Now a flag comes in.
And we have a 5-yard false start penalty against Sayre.
Sayre set back 5 on the penalty. Now back to the 28-yard line.
2nd and 13.
Second down play, they'll need 13 for a first. Pennington brings him out, got Jones next to him in the backfield. Send Miller off to the right. And Pennington has it and rolls to his left, and he's going to throw as he goes that way and tried to connect with Monday.
And Pennington just hasn't been that accurate to start the game off here. He's missed a couple of wide open receivers so far. And if you want a shot to windows or a pass, you're going to have to complete right there, especially when your guy's that open.
So now 3rd down and 13 for Sayre.
Yeah, and the thing is, if you don't pick up this first down here, you're giving the ball back to a really good Paris offense with some time to put some points up on the board before halftime.
Every possession big in a game like this, a 3-0 game. Of course, the ball security issue is always right at the top, too. Monday splits out right, and the give to Caden Jones, trying to spin out of there, but can't, and now other Greyhounds arrive, and down he goes.
Yeah, just nowhere to go at all right there. As soon as he got the ball, he had a defender land right on him, and looks like it was Marty Bell just making plays all over the field tonight, whether it's big runs or a big tackle right there.
Yeah, we've called his name a lot. So now 4th down, Carson Graves retreats.
Yeah, and it looks like Paris took a timeout to stop the clock here, and see Brandon Smith-Santiago going back deep to return the punt.
Timeout Paris, their 2nd timeout of the first half.
So Paris takes a timeout, and we'll take a timeout as well and be right back on Glycon.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Keith Elkins along with KJ Jones here at Sayre Athletic Complex. Jackson Miller is our producer. John Strange, our video operator tonight. And KJ, this has really been a battle, a really good playoff game.
It has, and when it comes to the playoffs, it's a slugfest. The thing that win in the playoffs is good defense and running the ball. And I mean, both these teams have stepped it up again. These are teams averaging over 30 points per game, and we're looking at a score of 3-0 coming down to the end of the first half here. So both teams really stepped it up. I like the game plans that both teams came out with on defense and doing a good job stopping each other.
So 4th and 13 from about the 26, and it'll be Carson Graves in there to do the punting. Smith-Santiago back deep for Paris to receive.
And Smith-Santiago, a very dangerous weapon. Let's see if he can position his Paris offense. And
the snap goes over the punter's head. Here is Graves trying to track it down back there, scrambling out to his left, and then goes down close to the goal line. Didn't get far out of the end zone, but there's a big turnover in the sense that possession will go over to Paris, and the first big mistake of the ball game.
Yeah, just a complete meltdown right there. That's something you cannot have. Again, these self-inflicted wounds are going to come down to the end of the game and be very costly.
Well, the snap sailed over the head of the punter, Carson Graves. And
Paris has 1st and goal to go.
1st and goal for Paris.
From the Sayre 9-yard line.
They are at the 9, so he did get out away from the end zone just a little bit. Of course, had no chance to kick the ball.
And I would assume the big workhorse, Monty Bell, will be involved somewhere here. He's been running right through that Sayre defense here tonight.
He's right there next to Turner. Monty Bell has it, cuts to the right, cuts to the left, gets close to the goal line. No signal, but he is close down there.
Yeah, looks like he was stopped just short, but again, he's doing a good job making defenders miss. And as the game goes on, that run game is going to start to turn up even more and more.
A gain of 7 yards on the play.
He picks up 7. Ball is at the 2.
Second and 2. And Sayre takes its second timeout of the first half.
So a timeout for Sayre. We'll keep it right here, and we'll see if the high snap ends up being a big part of this game, a big challenge for this Sayre defense right now, and what an opportunity for Paris.
Yeah, definitely a big opportunity. It's something they have to capitalize on. They have the ball at the 1 here, and again, it's going to be the team that can run the ball the best, and so far it's been Paris that has ran the ball better so far, and that's why they're knocking on the door here. And if Sayre wants a shot to win this game in the second half, they're going to have to be more accurate on the passes and establish the run game a little bit more in the second half.
Yeah, they really haven't been able to get it going so far, and we've seen Monty Bell rack up the yards for Paris. They've stopped him on a few occasions, but Paris just keeps coming right at him with Monty Bell, and he's a good weapon to have. So the Greyhounds come out.
See Monty Bell, the lone back in the backfield here.
He's got it.
Power, Guy Turner, and he gets right in through there.
Guy Turner.
The run results in a Paris touchdown.
Guy Turner in for the touchdown. And Paris has taken the lead. A 2-yard touchdown run by Guy Turner comes with 1:41 to go. Turner, they use him frequently on those designed quarterback runs. And without hesitation, he's in there. And now a chance for the Greyhounds to tack on a 7th point. Bruce Hayden on to do the honors for Paris. Not a good snap, and the kick is good. It got through there, a line drive sailing left, but it got through the uprights, and it is 7-3. Paris takes the lead on the touchdown run by Turner with 1:41 to go in the second quarter. So we'll take a short break and be back with the kickoff in just a moment on Glycod.
No one college can be all things to all people, but Bluegrass Community and Technical College is as close as it gets. We're affordable, like you've got a great chance to graduate with little to no debt. Affordable, flexible, with in-person, online, and hybrid programs. And you can easily transfer your credits to continue on to a 4-year university. So while we can't be everything to everyone, we can be a lot of things to you. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Paris holding the lead now 7-3 as we return to action here at the Sayre Athletic Complex. The Greyhounds score following the high snap on the punt formation for Sayre. And on a 4th down play, of course, and Paris with a 1st and goal at the 9, and they scored, and now the kickoff. Again, they kick it short. And there's Aiden Goff with the tackle. And the runner that time was Will Moore.
Fields the kickoff for Sayre.
So now the 1:38. It'll be Sayre on the offense.
Through the Sayre 35-yard
see if they can
line.
get a quick score to retake the lead. It'll take a quick one now with just 1:38 to go in the second quarter.
And you have to be strategic and methodical here because you don't want to end up getting the ball back to Paris again. So you want to pick up a 1st down and use the time efficiently.
Gage Pennington has Minner in motion for a moment and now hands it off. There is Hudson Ward looking for room around the right side. Gained a couple.
Yeah, and not too much room right there. And a very conservative call right there, especially with the time running down how it is.
For a gain of 2 yards, 2nd and 8.
2nd and 8. They send Corrigan wide to the left. Near the top of your screen, and now Pennington takes it, and looks that way, still looking, and now is going to fire long for Corrigan, and he can't quite catch up with it. Deep in Paris territory.
Yeah, and it looks like he may have been able to grab that one in, just unable to track the ball down. Looks like it was a pretty good ball out there, though.
Gage Pennington's pass.
And then you have to watch out now. It's only a minute 5 left, and you're in third down. You don't want to get that ball back to this Paris offense.
So 3rd down and 8 now for the Spartans. 1:05 still to go. Miller back in the lineup for Sayre as Minner comes to the sidelines. They send Corrigan wide to the left again. Pennington has it and looks and is in trouble now scrambling, and is he going to try to get rid of it? He does, to the right side, and it is incomplete. Corrigan was coming back across the field, but Pennington was in some trouble when he got rid of that one.
Yeah, it looks like, looking for Corrigan, but just unable to connect with them, and again, getting in dangerous territory here, giving it to such a prolific Paris offense here. And remember the high snap on the last punt. Let's see if they can correct that on this one right here.
Graves back to kick it again. Didn't get the opportunity last time. This time a good snap. And he boots it away. Smith-Santiago retreats. Backs away from it. It's a little more of a Sayre roll, and the Spartans down it with about 46 seconds to go in this first half.
And the Carson Graves punt rolls dead at the Paris 14-yard line, and Paris will have 1st and 10 from its own 14.
So it's at the 14. That's where the Greyhounds will start with just 45.7 seconds to go. Let's see what they want to try with a 7-3 lead on the board for Paris. Send Snowden to the left, but they've got Monty Bell in that backfield. And his teammate Turner, the quarterback, helping him with the shoelace. Now they give it to Bell. Looks for room, got it on the right side, breaks through this time. Finally brought down. Nara on the tackle, but a good gain for Monty Bell.
Yeah, and he's really having himself a game here. He's had a heck of a first half. He's really been the engine for this offense here.
You line up quickly. Turner sends Smith-Santiago behind him, and then tosses it behind him, and then Smith-Santiago is going to fire it downfield. Got a man out there, but missed him by a yard or so.
Yeah, and the play was right there. It looks like Snowden may have slowed up a little bit on the route, but it was definitely there.
Zarian Snowden out there, and we mentioned earlier that Paris has a pretty deep playbook they can reach into, and Smith-Santiago that time did the throwing.
Yeah, there's a lot of different weapons. You have your running back throwing a pass like that. It was a perfect spiral right down the field.
He put some distance on that one. But they weren't able to connect, and that leaves 18.6 seconds on the clock now.
And this is a loaded junior class here. This class of 2027, all the main guys, Monty Bell, Guy Turner, Brandon Smith, Santiago, Zarian Snowden, all juniors. So these are guys that will have another shot at it next year as well.
Coach Dane Dameron in his first year at Paris. 6-4 was the Paris record. They got passed last week after the withdrawal by Frankfurt.
Dead ball, unsportsmanlike penalty against Paris.
So the penalty against the Greyhounds, and they victimized themselves a couple of times on those.
Yeah, that's the second sportsmanlike conduct penalty tonight for Paris.
Now they'll step that off.
I would assume with that penalty right here, they'll just be safe and let this one roll into halftime. But
yeah.
Well, Coach Dameron, he's a guy that's willing to take some risk. All the fourth downs he's went to, so can't be two for sure. He may still try to go for something.
Yeah, just 18.6 to go. We'll see what they do. But you would think they would play it conservatively at this point, and they will. Turner takes a knee, and now we'll watch the final seconds of the first half run off, and Paris will go to the locker room with a lead over Sayre here at the end of the second quarter. So we've got halftime coming up, and that's the end of the second quarter with the score, Paris 7 and Sayre 3. And we'll begin our halftime report after this on Glycod.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
New recruit? Take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something at school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Tired of secondhand smoke and vape clouds invading your space? Now's the time to make your voice heard. If you're 18 or older and live in Bourbon County, visit poll.bourboncohd.org and fill out an indoor air quality survey. Or call this local number to request a paper copy. In addition, you can enter separately to win one of 3 $100 Amazon gift cards. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 responses. Submit yours today. A message from the Bourbon County Health Department. Grow healthy, stay healthy.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
With Fast Signs, see the visual possibility in your business. See it in lights and flags, on a van, in metal, on the floor, in color. With signs and graphics, you can say anything, do anything, be anything. So make your statement. With your masterful team of visual marketing experts, anything is possible. Fast Signs. Make your statement.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Man O' War Harley-Davidson, your 100% Kentucky-owned and operated Harley-Davidson motorcycle dealership at 2073 Bryant Road in Lexington.
Back at halftime, we're at the Sayre Athletic Complex, round 2 of the KHSAA playoffs in single A, and it's a good one as Paris leads Sayre by a score of 7-3 here at halftime. I'm Keith Elkins, KJ Jones alongside, and we expected this one to be a battle, and it has been a low-scoring battle here in this first half, and Paris has shown us a good ground game and grinding things out for a while, but it was the high snap that allowed them to get the ball on the 9-yard line. They eventually pushed it in with the guy Turner scoring the touchdown, but Monty Bell is the guy who's been getting the tough yards for Paris through most of this first half. What are your impressions after this first half, KJ?
My impressions are that Paris has done a good job running the football, and I think that that's going to be what ends up determining this game. Whichever team can run the ball the best and get stops on defense. It's a reason the term defense wins championships, and again, these teams are both averaging over 30 points per game, but we're looking at a 7-3 score, and that's because when it comes to the cold and the playoffs, that defense is really the backbone of a championship team.
Well, these two teams both have a lot of guys who play both on offense and defense, so we're seeing good athletes on both sides of the ball, the same ones in many instances, as we call these names, and defense has the upper hand through this first half with a 7-3 lead on the board for Paris. Sayre got off to the lead, a 3-0 lead, a 32-yard field goal by Gannon Rice with 1:44 to go in the first quarter. And score stayed that way until the second quarter turnover. The high snap. It was going to be a punt on fourth down. That was what was supposed to happen, but it was a high snap over the punter Graves' head. He had to chase it down. Got a few yards back upfield, but they tackled him at the 9, and that's where Paris got the ball, run by Bell and then one by Turner, and the Greyhounds were in the end zone, and they got the extra point from Bruce Hayden, and Paris took a 7-3 lead, and that's where we stand right now, 7-3 here at halftime at the Sayre Athletic Complex. So a lot of football to come. We'll continue with our halftime report in just a moment. We'll take a break right now and be back on Glycod.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
We're here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
Proudly based in Jessamine County, R.J. Corman Railroad Group has been serving North America's railroad industry since 1973. Find out more by visiting rjcorman.com. For high-quality railroad service, it's R.J. Corman.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires, and by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your winning career today.
Paris on top here, 7-3 at halftime at the Sayre Athletic Complex. Been a real battle tonight, and Tonight's broadcast would not be possible without the support of our corporate partners. Please let them know how much you appreciate their commitment to providing free-to-watch high school athletics programming on Glycod. KJ, what you think is going on in the locker rooms right now? These coaches have a few minutes to get the message to their teams. What are they saying at this point?
I think for Paris, I think Coach Damon is just telling his guys, I mean, we played a good first half. We're on the road. We're leading. Just keep doing what we're doing. We got to convert on more drives, but, I mean, we're able to run the ball and we're getting some good stops. And then for Sayre, I think that Coach Pennington is just telling his guys that, I mean, we got to step it up on offense. We got to continue to run the ball. We're doing a good job tackling on defense. Their lone score came from us turning the ball over, shooting ourselves in the foot. Let's clean up the mistakes. Let's get the offense going. Let's establish a run game. And then he has to tell his son, too, just calm down, and he's got to be more accurate with the passes.
Yeah, Gage Pennington, as a veteran quarterback, has experience, and he several times we saw him roll out this in this first half, and he's got a good, strong arm. You know, he's connected with these receivers many, many times over the season, so you would look for him to gain his touch there in the second half. But, of course, a lot of credit to Paris as well.
Yeah, a lot of credit to them. They're doing a good job playing in the secondary, but again, I think that Gage, I think he just has to calm down a little bit. And again, he's a veteran quarterback, so I think he has it. Like I said, just some nerves, and it's a little bit different playing in the regular season than in the playoffs, because it's different game plans, and the teams are game planning to your weaknesses. So.
And we've seen Guy Turner, saw him a couple of weeks ago in Paris, and talked about what a good athlete he is, and has a really strong arm, and is often used as a runner for Paris as well. With Monty Bell running so well, just about the time that you're sure they're going to stay with the run, Turner can unload it, can't he?
Yeah, for sure, and it just makes it really hard on the defense, because Sayre has done a good job playing secondary coverage. They've limited the deep shots. I'm not sure if Paris has even gotten any deep shots, but then again, it breaks down. Then you have to worry about him running with his legs. So it definitely makes it really hard on the defense.
So Monty Bell has had a good game for Paris with that running attack, and he's the key to that. Guy Turner, a versatile performer. We've seen Smith Santiago. He's a big play guy too. So plenty of weapons for Paris as they get ready for this second half. And for Sayre, as you say, they got to get the defense unlocked. Does it appear that they're overmatched at all on the line that's bottling them up, or is it something that they can make some adjustments and maybe get going?
I think just making some adjustments. I think Paris did a good job really controlling the defensive, or controlling the line of scrimmage there in the first half, and I think that Sayre just has to fix that. Just hold on to the blocks a little longer and just create some more open holes. I think they got it, though.
All right, we'll take a short break and be back with more from the Sayre Athletic Complex. It's Paris 7, Sayre 3 at halftime on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Donating plasma is an easy way to earn up to $600 a month as a new donor while saving lives. That's right. Every donation you make helps patients in need survive and thrive. Returning donors also see monthly bonus payouts and I Give rewards points. Go to cslplasma.com to learn more about plasma donation. CSL Plasma. Good for you, great for life.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
We're big fans here in Kentucky of great savings at Cartown Kia.
Score 1.9% financing on select new Kia models like 2026 Kia Sportage. Or win with 0% on 2025 Kia Sorento and Sportage.
Our team is here for your team at Cartown Kia.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Approaching the second half now at the Sayre Athletic Complex. Paris and Sayre in a good one here in a 1A second round playoff game, and the Greyhounds lead it 7-3. A touchdown late in the second quarter has put Paris in front. We talked about the scoring, and it's been limited in this first half, but our first half scoring summary presented by Carpenters Local 1650. Build your winning career today. Visit carpenters.com for more information. One thing that coaches can always add to their message at halftime, KJ, is this is it for you seniors. This is the last time you suit up if you don't come out on top tonight.
Yeah, for sure. Again, that's you're playing for your livelihood right now. Like, some guys may never play football again. I know I was definitely in that situation. Everybody's played high school football is in that situation. Like, if we lose tonight, it's our last game together, and this is the real brotherhood. When you get to college, it's more of a business. So this is the last time some guys may get to play with their brothers. So I expect both teams to open up a little bit more here, see some more bigger plays as, again, both these teams are playing for their livelihood.
So no doubt both coaches using that halftime to communicate that message and get things squared away for this second half as Paris leads Sayre now 7-3. We got one more break we need to take before halftime. No? Okay, we get ready to resume the second half. Paris coming in tonight with a 6-4 record. This is their fourth straight second round appearance. Haven't played in a couple of weeks. They beat Morgan County in the regular season finale, 39-14. Under Coach Dane Dameron in his first season at Paris, but 8 seasons of high school coaching. And of course played at Georgetown College. Sayre under Coach Chad Pennington, his 8th season. He's 58-21 at Sayre, 7-4 in the playoffs after they restarted their football program under Chad Pennington in the year 2017. He was the 2024 statewide coach of the year by the Kentucky Association of Football Coaches. So well honored, and a lot of honors for Sayre last year, KJ. They had one of those dream seasons, an unbeaten season for Sayre, and that was a great football team.
Yeah, it definitely was, and when you're unbeaten, that makes it so much harder because you don't really know what a loss feels like, and you're just floating on that high. So it's anything could happen, but they were able to get it all the way done and get to the finish line without a single blemish.
Sayre is 0 in the loss column last year, just 2 this year. They lost the opener. We were here for that one. So Kentucky Country Day, which also has had a great season, beat Sayre on a nearly last second field goal by Philip Popa, who was probably the best place kicker in the state. I don't know, there can't be many better than him. And Sayre lost that one. Then they lost to Middlesboro just a couple of weeks ago. That was a 34-28 game at Middlesboro.
Yeah, and that one definitely was a good game we did on the first game here with KCD. You always love those nail biters.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that was a good ball game, and KCD had a drive and set up Popa for the winning field goal and dealt Sayre a defeat in their opening game as they're defending Class 1A champions in Kentucky. And now that defense of the title at stake as they get ready to start here in the second half, trailing 7-3. But as you said, I guess the message for Sayre would be, keep in mind that it took the one mistake to give Paris the lead, and even though Paris has shown us some good drives, they had not been able to get into the end zone before then.
Yeah, they hadn't, and it was honestly amazing to me that they hadn't scored points because I feel like they did a real good job controlling the game. They won the time of possession in the first half, and again, they were able to run the ball. I think that they had more yards on offense, but it was Sayre that had the field goal and the lead for most of that first half there.
Well, Sayre in black, back on the field now. Spartans black uniforms, the white numerals, and Paris across the way in their orange numerals and the trim on the black pants and the white jerseys for the Greyhounds. And a lot of tradition at Paris High School and Sayre High School, of course, just a few years into their football history, but they've already put a championship up on the board.
And that's amazing to be able to do that in such a short amount of time.
So Caden Jones back to receive the kickoff,
formation for Sayre,
along
number
with
17, Emmanuel Arms.
Emmanuel Arms.
Number 3, Caden Jones.
And that's Bruce Hayden that's going to tee it up out there, trying to get it to stay put. He's got it set now.
think we're in for an action-packed second half here.
Yeah, should be a good one. Hope you enjoy our broadcast on Glycod. And again, taken by Will Moore, one of the up men, and he is up across the 40-yard line. So pretty good field position for this Sayre offense as they start the second half.
Yeah, some strong running right there, and that's what it's going to take here to get a win in this action-packed game. Heavily contested.
Spartans hit the field with their offense again, led by quarterback Gage Pennington.
43-yard line, and Sayre begins 1st and 10 at its 43.
43-yard line, the line of scrimmage on this first down play. Pennington with Ward right next to him in the backfield. Takes it and straightens up and throws, and Minner couldn't quite gather it in. I think he might have looked downfield before he had it secured.
And I think he did, but I really like what Coach Pennington's doing, getting Gage settled down, just come out with a short pass just to get him warmed up and get him into the flow. But, yeah, that's one that you definitely got to bring in if you're Luke Minner right there.
He's upset with himself, but he has made a lot of big plays for Sayre, both on offense and defense over his career. Just couldn't bring that one in. Now Pennington ready to throw again. This time throws to the right side. This time he's got his receiver.
It looks like Paul Miller right there. And again, they're going to start picking up that pass game. I don't know if they completed any passes in the first half, but again, starting off with 2 passes here to start the third quarter. They're looking to attack. These are the defending state champions. They're not going to go out without a fight.
Absolutely. Pick up a 5 to the 48-yard line. 3rd down and 5 now from the 48 in Sayre territory. They send Monday out to the left. And Pennington looks and throws out to the left side, and it is incomplete.
Yeah, it looks like he was looking for his guy Grady LaMancha on the out route right there, but good coverage right there by Xavier Wallace. And a good 3 and out here for Paris to start off.
Yeah, it is going to be, it appears 3 and out for Sayre as Carson Graves is in to do the kicking, and Smith Santiago back there deep for Paris to receive.
Yeah, if you're Coach Dameron, I think that's exactly what you wanted. Your defense gets you a 3 and out, get the ball back to the offense. Let's put together a nice long drive again and keep that offense on the sideline.
A little bit of a high snap, but he's able to bring that one down without any trouble. Nice altitude on the punt, and Smith Santiago backs away. A little bit of a Sayre bounce, and they'll down it. Near the 20. So now Paris takes over here in the second half. Just 10:47. Or just a
Carson Graves
still 10:47 left.
16-yard line, and Paris has 1st and 10.
It's at the 16.
16-yard line.
Greyhounds, we saw a lot of Monty Bell on the attack for them, the running back. They send Smith, Snowden, and Wallace to the left. Guy Turner, the quarterback. He scoops that low snap up off the ground and fires to the left. Incomplete, intended for Smith Snowden.
2nd and 10.
Yeah, that one was, I think, the low.
Smith Santiago, I should say. Go ahead.
Yeah, and the low snap threw off the timing of that one right there, and you see the defender was right in his face. And with a play like that, you can't have a messed up time. You can get a player hurt like that.
Hampton Monday on the defensive side there for Sayre. Second down and 10 from the 16 for Paris. Turner takes it, hands off this time. Here comes Bell, shifts back to his left. Pennington meets him as he gets into the secondary. And a pretty good gain for Bell as he rerouted that play a little bit on his own and picked up 5.
Yeah, and he's picking up right where he left off in the first half. Real good agility, always finding that open hole and getting positive yards.
Make it 3rd and 4.
So we'll give him 6 on that, and it's 3rd and 4 now for Paris from the 22. Snowden to the left. snap to Turner, and he is on the move to the left. Minner is after him, and Turner's going to have to tuck it in and plows over some personnel on the sideline there as he reached the Sayre bench.
Yeah, that's just some good playoff football right there. You go until that whistle blows.
The guy Turner went out of bounds. Let's see where they'll spot this one.
You hate to see Jackson Stewart down here. You see him bitten in the cart, and you just hope that he's going to be okay. Again, it's a big loss for the Sayre team.
Yes, it is. It sure is. He was injured in the first half. First down for Paris.
First and 10 from the Paris 26-yard line.
So now from the 26, the Greyhounds send Snowden to the left. And again, a low snap, but Turner came up with it, gave to Bell, and Bell gets some room around the right side. Tackled over there by Hudson Ward. But again, Monty Bell eating up some yardage.
And he's running right through the teeth of the defense. That interior defensive line has to step up and start winning at the point of contact, because they're really getting pushed back and just letting Monty Bell run right through them.
Sayre with Nara and Wyatt Moore and Minner across the front on that defensive line. Snowden and Smith-Santiago to the left for Paris as the quarterback Turner awaits the snap. He's got it. He's going to keep it and hits into the line, and they were waiting for him that time.
Yeah, they've done a good job containing Guy Turner here tonight so far on his quarterback design runs.
We have a flag on the play.
So a flag came in on that one. Personal foul against Sayre.
And we have a dead ball.
Yeah, no, those are just emotional penalties, and when you're in a playoff game, you can't have penalties like that. We've seen 2 against Paris, and now we see 1 against Sayre, and that penalty brings them to the middle of the field now. When you're in a tightly contested game like this, you don't want to give your opponent any type of edge.
So a break for Paris on the
Paris
penalty.
First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
So now first and 10 Greyhounds at midfield. Smith-Santiago talking with Turner there. Now they look to the sideline.
Yeah, it looks like a bit of confusion here.
See if they get it figured out. Looks like they're going to. And the snap again low, and now Monty Bell takes off with it. Monty Bell breaks into the secondary, and Monty Bell is down across the 40 to about the 35-yard line.
You know, on that one right there, it looked like Sayre got in the backfield and may tackle him for a loss, but he's not a guy that you can arm tackle. You have to really put a body on him. And I think at the beginning of the game, we were seeing Sayre with some better tackling, game tackling, but now we're starting to see Monty Bell just pick up these yards.
We've seen a high snap against that cost Sayre in the first half. There have been several low ones that Turner has been able to come up with, but they've not been ideal. So he'd rather start things off with an easier to handle snap.
As long as Paris continues to run the ball like this, they're in complete control of this game. You're putting the Sayre offense on the sideline, you're running the clock down, and you're picking up yardage.
Bell in that backfield right next to the quarterback guy, Turner. Turner takes a look toward the right, now runs that way, breaks into the secondary, and now he's got a good gain.
Yeah, and he's running really hard, too. Looks like the ball came out at the end, but I think that he was down. Again, running over a defender right there. And when your quarterback has that toughness like that, it really spreads the rest of the team, and they all have that grit to them.
That'll be down to about the 29-yard line. And it is still the Greyhounds' ball.
Gain of 7 yards on the play, 2nd and 3.
Pickup of 7 for Guy Turner. 2nd and 3, and another score would look pretty big at this point in the ball game. Just over 7 minutes to go in the third. Again, they send Snowden to the left and Smith-Santiago to the right. Here's the snap. Monty Bell takes it. Plowing across that right side of the line. They still haven't got him down yet. He's still working, and now a penalty flag comes in.
I think
Yeah, go ahead.
I think that Coach Dameron told Mighty Bell that this is going to be your game. We're going to play behind you tonight. And he definitely stepped up to the challenge, and his game plan was to run the ball right down on Sayre, and they've done exactly that.
And there was a face mask call against Sayre.
And another 15-yard penalty going to add even more yards to it, and that's 30 yards of penalty just on this drive right here. Again, it's costly penalties you can't have. And this Sayre team, they're the number 19 in 1A rush defense, allowing 149 rush yards per game. They're number 1 in total defense, only allowing 12 points. And if this Paris offense is able to score right here, they're going to pass that average up.
Paris knocking on the door now.
Paris has first and goal to go from the Sayre 7-yard line.
At the 7. Turner with Bell right there. Got another low snap. Turner just picks it up and goes, and he's going to dive to the end zone, and he's going to get there. A touchdown for Paris.
Yeah, not sure what was going on with Sayre right there, but gave Turner the edge right there, and he took advantage of it and dived in for the touchdown. A big score right there, and this really puts Sayre in a difficult situation.
So Turner scores. That comes with 6:09 to go in the third and puts Paris up. They'll go for the extra point. 13-3, and now Hayden will try to tack on the extra point. The snap and the kick, and Hayden delivers the point. And Paris has scored here in the third quarter.
14 and
6:09 to go in the third, and the score, Paris 14 and Sayre 3. We'll take a break and be right back with more on Glycod.
Tired of secondhand smoke and vape clouds invading your space? Now's the time to make your voice heard. If you're 18 or older and live in Bourbon County, visit poll.bourboncohd.org and fill out an indoor air quality survey, or call this local number to request a paper copy. In addition, you can enter separately to win one of 3 $100 Amazon gift cards. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 responses. Submit yours today. A message from the Bourbon County Health Department. Grow healthy, stay healthy.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Big score for Paris, and they now lead 14-3 in this one. Getting ready to kick it off.
And this is a critical possession here for Sayre. They have to put points up on the board here because they don't know how many more possessions they'll get, as Paris is doing a real good job running the ball and running up that clock.
They can grind it out when necessary. Kick on the ground. That's what we've seen all night. And again, it is Moore who picks it up, gets a little bit of room as he turns the corner, and he's up to the 40, 41-yard line. And again, good field position for Sayre. That hasn't been the issue so much, though. They just haven't been able to get it moving.
Yeah, they're going to have to capitalize off this field position right here. They had a drive. Looked like they was going to try to put together one, but that drop on first down by Luke Minner, I feel like I kind of derailed the drive.
Has the ball first and 10.
They have to get it together right here.
From the 42 for Sayre in their own territory.
And it looks like a sense
Monday out to the left.
Yeah, and it looks like a sense of urgency for Sayre here on this possession as well.
Arms in motion. Now he takes it and circles around that left side. Good speed and tries to turn the corner over there. Good gain for him. 6 or 7 yards.
Pennington's pitch pass to Emmanuel Arms.
Emmanuel Arms gives Sayre a good start on this drive.
Yeah, I really like that play call right there. Get some energy for the offense. Get you to a second and short.
Of 8
Try to pick up
yards
the first down of the
second
half.
And 2.
Second and 2 for Paris now. Ball at midfield. It's Minner coming across. And the snap to Pennington, and he gives it to Caden Jones. Around the left side he goes. And down into Paris territory, down near the 40-yard line. Not quite to the 40, but a flag on the play.
Yeah, it looks like a holding penalty here, though, and those are just drive killers right there, especially when we're in a second and short position.
And there is a 10-yard.
So that'll set Sayre back 10.
Second and 12.
And it's the little things, the attention to detail. And again, you're in a 2nd and short situation. Now you're backed up into a 2nd and 12 situation. And again, those holding calls are just drive killers.
The clock stopped at 5:50 as the Spartans come up to the line. They've got Corrigan in the game out to the right. And Minner in motion. And now the give is to Caden Jones. Bottled up on the right side, tries to go back to the left and finds some room over there. He made something out of not much that time, and they tracked him down after a good gain, and he kept things going there. Had to really lurk for it, though.
Yeah, you see Sayre here starting to go with the hurry-up offense, trying to keep this Paris defense on their toes, and I really like that. I like Coach Pennington going with the hurry-up.
3rd down and 5. They're ready to go. Here comes Pennington toward the right side, looking, and now he throws, and it is incomplete. Minner was in the vicinity.
For John Luke Minner is incomplete.
Yeah, there's nobody getting open down the field and just didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
That'll bring up 4th down, 4th and 5 for Paris at the 47. Obviously a huge play here for the Spartans. They send LaMonica to the right, Minner to the right. Mundy is out there too. Pennington straight back to throw, looking and still looking and scrambling, and then is brought down short of the line of scrimmage, and it'll be Paris's football.
Yeah, this Sayre offense, they just haven't been able to get it going. And again, it's just mistakes that are killing them. That holding call really set them back right there, and then just not able to recover. And giving the ball to a very hot and
1st and 10 for
ready Paris offense that has a lot of momentum right now.
And Paris takes over at the 44-yard line in Sayre territory. And, of course, these runs that we saw throughout the first half, they tend to take their toll, don't they, as far as having that offense come at you all the time.
Yeah, they do. Again, this defensive line for Sayre is going to have to step up. You're not going to win the game if you're giving up these big runs.
Paris in control of the football again, Guy Turner.
And you see Sayre only running looks like a 3-man down front, and that just makes it really hard to stop the run when you have 3 down linemen.
Monty Bell hits into the right side and pushes forward. He may have a 1st down.
Yeah, again, just running right through the defense, picking up 10 yards right there. Just Sayre defense has no answers for this run game.
Monty Bell piling up some big yards individually.
And a gain of 9 yards.
No, not quite a 1st down. He was very close. No, it is a 1st down. He did move the chains.
Yeah, I'm just not too sure Coach Pennington's philosophy here, only running 3 down linemen. It's been hard to stop the run game the whole first half, and you're still just running 3 down. I feel like you need to bring an extra lineman down to try to plug up those gaps.
So now a 1st down play for Paris. Turner's going to take it himself. Over to the right side. That is Bo Perry that made the stop that time on Guy Turner.
Yeah, although Guy Turner did score the touchdown on the last drive, they've done a good job containing him. He's not ran for too many big yards here.
So Turner stopped for no gain. 2nd down and essentially 10 yards to go. Clock running. We're moving into the late stages of the 3rd quarter, coming up on the 4-minute mark in the 3rd. Paris with the football at the 34 in Sayre territory. Here's the snap, and the give is to Smith Santiago. And he's not going to be able to find anything. Couldn't find an angle as he came to the left side.
Yeah, running right through the tackle.
Flags fly.
Running right through the tackle. Hampton Monday right there, although Monday was able to force him out of bounds.
Is a holding penalty.
There'll be a hold on Paris.
Against Paris.
Yeah, I feel like both these teams have had a lot of penalty yardage here tonight.
2nd and 20.
So back it goes. The Greyhounds are pushed back by the holding penalty. Now it'll be back to the 44-yard line. Second down and 20 for Paris. Paris on top 14-3. Got an early third quarter touchdown to add to the one they got late in the second.
As long as Paris runs these 3 down linemen, I think that the Paris.
There's Turner firing right across the middle. Got his man there. And the ball carried by Smith Santiago. Good for.
Making the Sayre.
Well, it was third and 20, but it was they'll be closer. They'll be closer. They got about 10 on that play.
Yeah, and Smith Santiago with some real strong running. That time getting the best of Paul Miller with that stiff arm, although Miller was able to bring him down. And then you bring up a 3rd and 10 here. You know it's going to be 4 down territory for this Paris team.
Turner really fired it across the middle, and Smith Santiago coming across made the catch. Here come the Greyhounds on 3rd and 10, and now we'll get a timeout.
Timeout Paris, that's their first
Paris
timeout
takes the timeout,
second
and
half.
we will take a timeout as well, and be right back with more football on.
We all make choices about alcohol. Kids make choices whether to drink or not.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye.
Remember, I'm going to Alex's party tonight and sleeping over.
Have fun. Hey, remind me about that party again?
And adults make choices whether to talk about it. That's true of parents and every other trusted adult in a kid's life. Kids want to know our expectations, and they want honest answers in everyday conversations. So talk with your kids and help lead them on a positive path. Because when you talk, they hear you.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back at the Sayre Athletic Complex, 14-3 is the score. Paris on top with 2:39 to go in the third quarter. Keith Elkins along with KJ Jones, Jackson Miller, our producer, and John Strange, our camera operator tonight. And as you said, KJ, each series gaining importance now as we get into the late stages of the third quarter.
It is, and this Sayre offense just has not been able to hold on to the ball for very long or put together any long, sustainable drives, where on the other end, Paris has, and they're continuing to do the same thing on this drive right here.
He picked up 10 on the previous play to get them a little closer to first down yardage. It's now 3rd and 10. And the snap, and there goes Turner looking to the right, and he's got Smith Santiago. They chase him over there, and he's out of bounds. A flag comes in.
This has just been a very heavy penalized game here. Just about every other play we're seeing some sort of penalty.
You know, as we get into the second half, and this time the penalty goes against
holding call.
Paris, a holding call.
Against Paris.
But as each play seems to loom bigger, why everybody going for an advantage, and sometimes you tend to get a little emotional at that time too, which we've seen on some personal foul calls. So we'll get this one stepped off against Paris. Or do we have? They're going to be 3rd and looks like about 6 or 7 now. Okay, now he's going to step it off. We're back to the 41-yard line. Now we'll get a 3rd down play. So it could be about 16 for 17. The Greyhounds. We'll call it 3rd and 17. On 3rd and 17, they give it to Monty Bell, and he hits into the right side and finally stacked up over there. Nara, among other Sayre Spartans there to meet him. Minner was in there too, so was Bo Perry, and they stop him. It'll be a 4th down play.
Yeah, although he wasn't able to get the first down, still picking up a good amount of yardage right there. And I mean, it's simple math. When you have 5 offensive linemen and only 3 down linemen, I mean, you're going to run it every time, and that just tells you why they've had such success running the ball here tonight.
4th down and 12. The Sayre crowd comes alive. They want to stop, see their offense back on the field. Clock running with 1:45 to go in the third. Are they going to take a timeout? They are. So a timeout. No. Take
and
the
we
timeout.
have a delay of
game. I thought he signaled delay
5 yards
of game. Yeah.
against Paris.
So Paris with the delay of game, so it'll be 4th now and 17.
I think Coach Dan would have to punt this one right here.
Yeah.
4th and 17, that's really hard right there. From the looks of it, looks like he's keeping the offense out right now, though, but I don't know if they run unorthodox punt formations.
Yeah, they do that sometimes. And they pitch it back, and it's Hayden who puts the toe to it and gets it down close to the goal line. It's going to roll into the end zone.
Yeah, I love the creativity that Coach Dameron comes up with. You don't see anybody else running a punt like that.
20-yard line, 1st and 10.
Instead of the conventional punt, they pitch it back to Bruce Hayden, the kicker.
Sayre has to find a way to get some sort of energy here. They haven't scored since the first quarter.
They'll start from the 20.
Yeah, it'll be a long field. They have to drive 80 yards.
And the Spartans come out of the huddle, and Gage Pennington at quarterback. Caden Jones there next to him in the backfield. They send Monday in motion. And here comes Pennington to the right side, or rather Perry. Perry's going to keep it. Perry's going to go. Here he goes down the sideline. Bo Perry, they're after him. That is Snowden who is going to try to corral him, getting close to the goal line. The big play for Sayre from Bo Perry.
Yeah, that's exactly what they needed right there. Good job by Smith Santiago, hawking him down, though. That's championship defense right there.
That is a 75-yard carry by Bo Perry.
Really good run right there by Bo Perry.
To the Paris 5-yard line.
With the run of 75 yards. And now Sayre can get right back in this thing.
And again, what a run by Bo Perry, but what about the effort by Smith Santiago? Again, that's championship effort right there.
Absolutely. Saving a touchdown.
And it looks like behind the play, looks like Monty Bell's actually hurt too. Let's hope that he's okay as well. Okay, maybe cramping though.
So they'll tend to him. He's back at about the 35-yard line, way up the field. And Bo Perry has really given the Sayre team and this Sayre crowd a lift with a run. Bo Perry, the backup quarterback, but he is accustomed to seeing action. It's not like he's never in there.
I just want to know if you're Sayre, you wish you would have scored that one right there.
Bo Perry, a 6'2", 190-pound senior. 15 carries, 132 yards, a couple of touchdowns on the season.
And if this Sayre team is able to score right here, we're looking at a completely different ball game in the fourth quarter.
There's Monty Bell going to the sideline, and he is obviously limping, but he is getting over there under his own power. And that could turn the ball game in a different way, too, if he's unable to continue or if he is much less than 100%. Here comes Sayre. First down. Caught him about the 5.
Looks like they leave Bo Perry in.
Well, Perry is still in there. Perry takes it, and he keeps it, and then throws over to the left side. Hampton Monday is going to score.
And the Sayre team's right back in it. And that's the drive they had to have right there.
5-yard touchdown pass to number 5, Hampton Monday.
Hampton Monday with the reception. Bo Perry with a touchdown pass. And just like that,
Perry to Monday for the touchdown.
Sayre has scored a touchdown to tighten things up before the end of the third quarter. Rice to try for the extra point. No, they snapped it to Hudson Ward, but a penalty flag comes in. He stepped in there and took the snap and tried to run it in for 2, but we get a penalty flag. And the procedure penalty against Sayre.
An illegal motion penalty on Sayre is a 5-yard penalty.
So a 5-yard penalty against Sayre. Now let's see if they go back to the conventional extra point try. Rice kicked a 32-yard field goal in the first quarter. And the snap and the kick. And it is good, and now we've got a 4-point ball game. Anybody's ball game again. A big play by Bo Perry sets up the Sayre touchdown. Then he throws the touchdown pass to Hampton Monday. 55 seconds to go in the third. Paris 14, Sayre 10. We'll take a break. Be right back in just a moment on Glycon.
Tired of secondhand smoke and vape clouds invading your space? Now's the time to make your voice heard. If you're 18 or older and live in Bourbon County, visit poll.bourboncohd.org and fill out an indoor air quality survey. Or call this local number to request a paper copy. In addition, you can enter separately to win one of 3 $100 Amazon gift cards. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 responses. Submit yours today. A message from the Bourbon County Health Department. Grow healthy, stay healthy.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Back at Sayre Athletic Complex, the Spartans are right back in this thing now. 14-10 is the score. Paris 14, Sayre 10.
And on to kick for Sayre is number 32.
Carson Graves gets ready to kick it off for Sayre. And he steps up, boots it on the ground. Picked up by Morrell, and he is corralled almost immediately.
Tackle is number 11, Braylon Kaufman.
Braylon Kaufman with the tackle. Trey Morrell. And so good field position after the short kick for Paris, but now the pressure is on somewhat. The Paris offense to get a good drive going because that lead is down to 4.
Yeah, with the 2 plays, this Sayre team has took the momentum right back. And this is still a long ball game to be played.
And Paris takes possession from its own 41-yard line.
41-yard line is the line of scrimmage in Paris territory. The Greyhounds break the huddle with 52.1 seconds to go in the third quarter. Guy Turner up under center, turns, and he's going to throw. He fires long down the right side, and it is caught out there. A long gain for Paris, and the pass completed to Mazel.
Yeah, and I love the play call right there. I think that's one you just hold in your pocket. Excellent play fake right there, and then Mazel is wide open down the field. And Guy Turner's really done a good job passing the ball tonight. He's been putting the ball right on the money for his guys.
Well, we talked a little earlier about how as much as they've been run-oriented through most of this game, Turner does have an excellent arm, and that deep play is always there for them, isn't it? I mean, that's something that they can always try.
Yeah, for sure. And you always want to be run first. When you have the pass, too, it really makes you a hard team to stop.
Final seconds are going to run off in the third quarter, and we've got a good one going. Stay with us. Hope you're enjoying our broadcast on Glycod. The score at the end of 3 quarters of play is Paris 14 and Sayre 10. And we'll be right back with the start of the fourth quarter in just a moment on Glycod.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Need a tow? Martin's Peterbilt Towing Service is here 24/7. Based in London and Pikeville, we will travel to you. Commercial trucks and trailers, no job too big. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Keith Elkins, KJ Jones back with you for the fourth quarter at Sayre, and we have seen a really good one tonight, KJ. A very competitive ball game all the way through. It looked a little dangerous for Sayre there for a while, but they got the big play from Bo Perry, rallied for a touchdown, and now anybody's game.
It really is, and this is going to be a long fourth quarter here. And Paris, they have to continue with their game plan and continue trying to run the ball. They did just get a big play right there on the pass.
Ball at the 31 in Sayre territory. Guy Turner awaits for the football. He's got it. Hands off to Smith Santiago, looking for room around the left side. A flag comes in, and out of bounds he goes.
Yeah, see a couple of penalty flags thrown on the play right there. I have a feeling this one's going to get brought back.
And we have a flag on the play.
So we'll check out the penalty. That'll go against the Greyhounds.
There's a
personal
blindside
foul.
Block penalty.
Blindside block, I
15
should
yards
say.
against Paris.
Yeah, that's something that used to be a legal play right there, blindside block. That's something you was always afraid of, getting decleated. Made that illegal, though, just because it's such a dangerous play.
First and 25 from the Sayre 45-yard line.
Backs him up to the 45. And first and about 25 yards to go for Paris. Turner takes it and keeps it and then throws. Incomplete.
Looks like he was looking for Smith Santiago on the under route, just a little bit too low for him, far to the inside. And it's the thing with the penalty like that, that puts you so far behind the sticks, you go away from your identity. They've been doing real good running the ball, but when you're back to the second and 25, it's not really doing too good running the ball.
Of course, we saw Monty Bell leave with an injury. And he was a huge part of that run offense. In fact, he was just about all of it. Here's the snap, again a low one. Bell is in there, and it's tipped in the air, and the catch made. Was it out of bounds? Was it? The defensive back Moore caught the ball after it was tipped.
That was a scary play right there. It's a quarterback's worst nightmare, is a tip pass in the air.
Oh, yeah. Now 3rd and 25.
3rd and 25.
Third and long for Paris at the 45-yard line. 3rd and 25 to go for the Greyhounds. Snowden comes to the right, as does Smith Santiago. Bell is in the backfield, and they fake the handoff to Bell. And now Turner lets it go, sends it down toward the end zone, underthrew it a little bit, and that one is intercepted. It's Monday, and Monday comes up the left side and is pushed out of bounds near midfield.
Yeah,
Hampton Monday.
That was excellent coverage right there from Hampton Monday. Got his head around, played the receiver perfectly, and was able to pick that one off. Actually ran the route for the receiver.
And Hampton Monday.
I think that's one that Guy Turner would like to have back. Just needs to put a little bit more on it.
So some big plays by Paris. A long run by Bo Perry, and now an interception by Monday, and a good return. Putting it back at the 42-yard line. First down, Paris at the 42 in Sayre territory. 11:13 to go in the regulation.
Looks like they're going to leave Bo Perry in there, too. It looks like they have Pennington lined up at a receiver.
Perry takes it. He'll keep it. Comes around the left side and is wrestled out of bounds by Bell. He's got a first down.
And I think this Sayre offense found the spark that they needed. putting Perry back there, quarterback.
Yep, he has definitely provided a spark. Perry and Pennington both in the game.
10 at the Paris 47-yard line.
This Sayre team just stole all the momentum away from Paris.
The snap, and Perry takes it and hands it off. That is Hudson Ward, and he's got close to another first down.
Yeah, that run game is starting to open up.
Hudson Ward on
it really is.
He gains 8 yards, 2nd and 2.
Braylon Francis with the tackle for Paris. 2nd down and 2 for the Spartans. They send Corrigan to the left. The snap and the keeper by Perry, and a short toss incomplete.
It's always good when you can have 2 quarterbacks. If one's not getting the job done, you can have another one come in and bring some spark.
And Perry delivered almost immediately when he came in.
Yeah, and Perry lucky right there that it wasn't an intentional ground and really close to being that.
Perry exits now along with Corrigan. LaMonica back in. Caden Jones at running back for Sayre. Ball at the 40. 3rd down and 2. The snap to Pennington. He rolls to his right. He's in trouble. Fires it into the ground and is hit hard there by Goff.
Yeah, really good pressure right there from Paris. And again, lucky that wasn't an intentional grounding. That's 2 close calls here on back-to-back plays.
So 4th down for Sayre. No flag.
That is a big-time decision right here for Coach Pennington. Do you go for it, or do you try to pin the Paris team deep? And it looks like he brought Bo Perry back in. Looks like he's going to go for it.
Yeah.
No, I like the call. This is a 4th and short, game on the line.
Yeah, 4th and short. And like you say, you don't know how many opportunities you have left. 10-22, you'll get it back, but when and where, you don't know. So here's the play on 4th down.
They line up in a trip set. Have to look for some sort of out route.
There's the snap and the give to Hudson Ward, battling forward. He's got it. He started to go down and then fought forward, and he's got the first down.
Yeah, that was just all wheel right there. Real good job right there by Hudson Ward again. Just when it comes to playoff time, it's win or go home, and that was a strong run right there.
Both these teams really leaving it all on the field tonight.
37-yard line.
Monday to the left side. The snap and the give to Ward again. This time he stopped. Chase Williams in on the stop for Paris, along with Brajan Smith-Santiago.
That was all on the defensive line right there. Did a good job filling up all the gaps and just left Ward with nowhere to go.
4th quarter of action now, and it's 14-10, Paris on top. This has been a battle and a really great playoff game. They send Monday in, Corrigan to the right. Now Monday comes back left. And the snap, and it's Perry, and he turns and throws and got his man, and that is Miller, and Miller is close to a first down.
Perry's pass is complete.
Yeah, and I really like to play action boot right there, and Miller just running the flat. Nice little dump off pass right there from Perry.
So you've seen Perry be able to take off running and then be able to throw a short one after that. Got the touchdown play like that. So 3rd down and 4. Here comes Perry. Designed run. Perry battling for that yardage. Is pushed out of bounds. But he's got a first down for Sayre.
And that quarterback power to the boundary has been a play that they've really been running well here. Really able to scoop the edge and give Perry some running room.
Bo Perry
official's timeout.
gets the first down for Sayre. We get an official timeout. We got a Paris player down on the field.
It looks like Xavier Wallace is down.
So they will tend to him. Let's see if he's able to come back. We'll take a quick break and check in with the situation when we come back in just a moment here on Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
8:33 showing on the clock in the fourth quarter here at Sayre Athletic Complex, and we've got a good one going on. Paris and Sayre in a second-round playoff game in Class 1A. Paris leads it 14-10 over the Sayre Spartans, and we've seen Sayre come alive. Got a big spark from the backup quarterback, Bo Perry. He's been an important part of this team, but a backup as the quarterback, and came in and just immediately gave him a lift, and you don't know where it's going to come from sometimes, but you keep battling, and there's a player to step in and do it for you.
Yeah, real good job by Coach Pennington. Put Perry in exactly when they needed to, and he brought that spark and has them fighting right in the game here, potentially on the verge of taking the lead.
First and 10 from the 22-yard line. They send Corrigan out wide right. And Perry, and the snap sails by him. He's going to have to go back and pick it up. He's going to try to fall on it, and does, back at the 38-yard line.
And that's just a play you can't have, especially coming off an injury timeout. You had time to talk it over, and then you come in and have a silly penalty like that. And at the end of the day, in the playoffs, it's the penalties and hurting yourself that's going to lose you the game. And that could potentially be a big play right there. Is the clock's running down, and not sure if they're going to get the ball back if they don't score right here.
Ball all the way back to the 38-yard line, and now second down and 26 yards to go for Sayre. They send Monday to the left side. And there is Hudson Ward straight ahead. Battles for a few yards.
Carries for a gain of
real tough situation here for Sayre. Is looking at about a 3rd and 20, 3rd and 18.
Yeah, Brazion Smith-Santiago in on the stop for the Greyhounds.
Yeah, this is the drive where you have to get some sort of points here. It's under 7.5 minutes to go here in the game.
Third down play coming.
And I'm shocked to see Paris with no deep safeties, seeing how close they're playing to the line with so many yards to go.
Bo Perry back in, and he takes it, runs to the left side, and it's out of bounds.
That Bo Perry, he's a real strong runner. You see him running right over the defender there at the end.
Bo Perry carries.
Be a fourth down play.
And I'm honestly shocked they went with 2 run plays, being backed up to a 2nd and 26.
Bo Perry at 6'2" and 190. So has some size and strength when he runs.
That botch snap, that could come down to be the difference in the game here, as Sayre had all the momentum and marching right down the field for that play.
Gannon Rice is on to attempt a 49-yard field goal.
We'll ask Gannon Rice to kick from 49 yards.
Man, these kickers have really evolved.
Had a great year.
These kickers have evolved these days. 50 in high school.
He gets it away, and that one is no good. Sailing to the left, and Sayre.
Well, it looks like a penalty flag, though.
Oh, there's a penalty? All right.
If you're Paris, this can't be roughing the kicker.
Oh.
You have to know with a situation like this, that's the one thing you can't do is run into the kicker.
Yeah.
Give him a free first down. And it is. That's
we have a personal foul, roughing the kicker.
So roughing the kicker penalty, and
that's just the absolute penalty you can't have And if you're Coach Dameron, I know he had to tell his guys, you just let them kick the ball, because if they kick it, you're still down. Roughing the kicker does nothing for you.
Oh, yeah. He's still got the lead.
The penalty is marched off as a 15-yard penalty and carries with it a first down.
Wow.
Sayre.
First down for Sayre.
Two game-changing penalties, or two game-changing plays on this drive here. Is Sayre luckily that they got saved after that botched snap right there with Parrish running into the kicker.
Yeah.
Giving them more life. And again, you know that Perry likes to run on that edge right there. If you're Parrish, you have to be ready for it.
Here he comes, and he's going to try to get around to the edge. They were ready for it that time. Short gain for Bo Perry. See Monty Bell in among the Greyhounds on the stop. Yeah, if you got a 49-yard attempt, I mean, if he makes it, you just go on play, and you still got the lead. But they run into him on a 49-yard attempt when they're 4th and long.
Yeah, that's just a penalty you can't have. And again, Parrish doing a good job right there. Bo Parrish really killed him on that left edge right there, but doing a good job selling it and containing and forcing him back inside. So what you always want to do is force them back into the teeth of the defense where your help's at. Don't let them get around that edge.
Second down. And now we'll get a timeout. They couldn't quite get things squared away there. So a timeout for Sayre. That comes with 6 minutes to go. And we will take a short break as well. 14-10 Paris on top. We'll be right back on Glycod.
Tired of secondhand smoke and vape clouds invading your space? Now's the time to make your voice heard. If you're 18 or older and live in Bourbon County, visit poll.bourboncohd.org and fill out an indoor air quality survey. Or call this local number to request a paper copy. In addition, you can enter separately to win one of 3 $100 Amazon gift cards. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 responses. Submit yours today. A message from the Bourbon County Health Department. Grow healthy, stay healthy.
You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Oh, it says it's on the 11. Yeah, the
6 minutes even to go in this fourth quarter. Second down at about 11. And it looks to be from about the 15-yard line. Sayre trying to take the lead here. Here is Gage Pennington. He is rolling to his left and throwing, and Minner couldn't bring it in.
Yeah, it's the second drop pass by Minner here today, and again, that's one that you have to bring in a do-or-die situation like this. And I think he's just getting in his head, and once you drop a ball, you start to think about it a lot, and you just can't do that right here. We know how good of a player Minner is. He has to get out of his own head.
Headed for Brown University, and has been a standout offensively and defensively for Sayre, particularly on the defensive side. So now a third down play, 3rd and 11 from the 15. Sayre getting new life after the personal foul on the field goal try. Hudson comes in tighter on the formation, and now they give to Caden Jones, and he is pushed back and then dropped. That is Chase Williams on the tackle for Paris.
Yeah, I can't say I love the call right there, going with the inside zone in a 3rd and long situation. I'd have liked maybe some sort of little dump-off pass just to bring it to about a 4th and manageable, 4th and 5, something like that. Now it's a 4th and 11, and it's going to make it really hard on this offense to convert.
So 4th and 11. Now we look at the clock, and it's 5.5 minutes and ticking. Crowd grows somewhat quiet here because this is a huge play. They'll make some noise as they come up, but this is a big play for Sayre, to say the least. Here is the snap. Gage Pennington to throw. Fires off to his left, and it is picked off near the end zone. And that's going to be an interception for Paris.
Yeah, I'm not too sure what Pennington's seen right there. It looked like he had a guy on the opposite side running down the seam that he could have threw it to, but
Brandon Smith-Santiago picked it off.
And
now the Greyhounds have the football.
And Smith Santiago making the smart play right there to stand in the end zone. Because if he'd have brought that one out, he could have been tackled close to the 1 and making it really hard on his team.
Yeah, you risk a fumble or risk being tackled near the goal line and putting a lot of pressure on your team. And as it was, it's a touchback, and Paris will get started at the 20-yard line. Under 5 minutes to go in this game. Paris holding a 14-10 lead. And now the crowd is going to make some noise when the Greyhounds have the ball and trying to move it down the field now under some pressure.
I feel like Coach Pennington here has to put in some sort of heavy set. If you're running the 3-down lineman, they're just going to continue to run it right down your throat and just continue to pick up first downs. I really don't like this 3-down lineman look.
Well, they got Hudson Ward up there. Bo Perry at a linebacker spot, along with Morita. The snap to Turner. He's going to give it to Smith Santiago. Makes a move, makes a couple of guys miss, but then is tackled after a short gain.
Harrison Phillips.
Again,
Harrison Phillips credited with the stop.
Just the middle of the defense is wide open every time. Again, they have to go to some sort of heavy set. If you have 5 offensive linemen and 3 defensive linemen, it's a numbers game, and you're going to get beat every time.
Gain of 4 on the play, 2nd and 6.
If they have a couple more of those runs, I think they can put a fork in this one.
Hudson, Nara, and Minner up front for Sayre.
Well, you got to bring some sort of pressure right here if you're Sayre.
2nd down play, got about 4 that first time. Once again, they'll try it on the ground.
Looks like they're able to pick up the first down right there.
They do have first down yardage.
And Paris has
to the 30-yard line.
From its 30-yard line.
Big first down for Paris. Clock running as we near the 4-minute mark. Greyhounds and Spartans in a real battle tonight, and now Paris trying to grind it out. Here's Monty Bell. He finds some room around the right side. He's got another first down.
And there is a flag.
It's like another holding call
comes
though.
in.
And if it's a hold, Sayre got lucky on that one right there. As Monty Bell able to get to the outside right there.
Caden Jones came up to make the stop, and Bell, no face mask on the offense.
There is a face mask call against Paris.
Monty Bell had gone limping off the field earlier. He'd been back in the game, but that's the first real running action that we've seen from him for a little while, where he was able to make a good gain.
Yeah, he's a tough guy. I knew he'd be okay.
Yeah, but it's unfortunately for Paris, it's going to come back as a result of the face mask call.
First and
We're at the 25 now.
The only good thing for Paris there is that it was on first down, so you still do have 4 downs to try to pick up this first and long now.
Yeah, 1st and 15 for Paris at the 25. Now whistling a timeout for Paris. So that comes with 3:08 to go. Timeout Paris. And we'll take a timeout as well and be right back. 14-10 the score. Paris on top. 3:08 to go here on Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School football on Glycod.
Going right down to the wire here at Sayre, the Sayre Athletic Complex. Away from the Sayre campus, but the home for the Sayre Spartans. And we have seen a really good football game tonight. 14-10 the score. Paris on top, 3:08 to go. And coming right down to it.
Yeah, not a super high-scoring game, but definitely action-packed and definitely a nail-biter.
Absolutely. 1st and 15 for Paris.
And it looks like Paris going with some sort of trickery right here. You see Guy Turner lined up in the slot and got 3 running backs back there.
Taken by Smith Santiago. We've seen him throw it before. He stops, and now he's going to make a move, and they swarm on him. Probably wouldn't want to take the risk of having him put it up right now, although that might be unexpected for sure, but they can do those things.
Yeah, I think at this point, you just have to let the clock run down. And this Paris team with just so many versatile weapons. Lining up with the 3 running backs in the back right there. And we've seen Santiago, as you said, throw a pass tonight that was a spiral.
Yeah, put it in the air. Looked pretty good doing it. 2nd and 12 now for the Greyhounds. They are, as you might expect, in no hurry. Cody Trumbo, the big center, over the ball. And the handoff. And here comes Bell. And he has got first down yardage.
Carey is good for a first down.
Monty Bell back in and going strong.
Yeah, just no answer for this run game. This Paris offense has ran right down the middle of the field the whole game, and you're not going to win too many ball games giving up big runs right down the middle of the field. That's right in the teeth of the defense.
Clock starts again after they move the chains. We're coming up on 2 minutes there right now. First down. Paris at their own 42-yard line, leading 14-10.
I'm just so shocked that Sayre didn't go into some sort of heavy set to better stop the run here. You know they're going to run the ball and try to run the clock out, and they're still running a light set.
The snap to Turner. He takes it himself. Short gain for him. Now we'll get a timeout for Sayre as they stop the clock with 1:28 to go in the 4th quarter. Second timeout for Sayre. And we'll keep it here, and everybody's staying right in place, aren't they? They're excited over on the Paris side right now, but you're one mistake away from having this thing turn, and so it's going to go down to the wire.
Oh, for sure. Football's the ultimate execution sport, and one missed snap, a high snap, and this could be a completely different ball game. So this game is not won until the clock hits 0. So you need to be on your toes, doing everything, making sure that you're staying correct and staying disciplined out there.
Right.
I've seen some wild innings in some football games.
Oh,
Still
yes.
a minute 28 left.
A lot of things. Well, an infinite number of things can happen in a minute 28. For Paris, they just like to grind it out and get what would be a huge win for them.
Yeah, and I think Paris did an excellent job going with the game plan. This is a high-scoring offense. Again, you want to keep them on the sideline. They've done an excellent job doing that, controlling the game, running the football.
Second down play. Again, they give us to Bell. And Bell battling for yardage and is close to a first down.
And it looks like another penalty flag. I feel like we've seen about 20 penalties this game.
Have been quite a few, particularly in the second half.
The flag on the play is a face
mask against Sayre.
And that's just a killer right there.
So that one will be stepped off into Sayre territory at about the 47. First down, Paris, and just a minute 21 to go.
Paris has 1st and 10 at the Sayre 47-yard line.
We have another timeout.
That's
Sayre.
That penalty flag is really just a killer right there.
Yeah.
Penalty flags that really hurt both these teams here tonight.
Yeah, Sayre has called the timeout. Paris players urging their fans on across the way to make some noise, but can't call it a celebration yet, or at least you shouldn't call it a celebration yet, but they are making some noise over there, and they obviously have reason to be excited with their team in front. 14-10 and a minute 21 to go.
And at this point with Sayre only with one timeout left, you really don't even have to run the ball. You could just take a knee. You just want to do whatever is the safest play here.
They just called their third timeout. And now they're in the victory formation. A knee taken by Guy Turner.
And if Paris does come away with this win, after all, what a road win, taking down the defending champs on their home field.
Yeah, just an amazing win, a defensive type win, defensive oriented win.
And Sayre fought really hard tonight. Just things didn't go their way on the offensive side of the ball, and they just couldn't stop the run. And at the end of the day, defense and running the ball is what wins championships.
So it would be a second down play for Paris, but downs don't matter right now. They've got the clock on their side. It's running with 45 seconds to go. Again, the knee taken by the quarterback, Guy Turner. And now the game clock is ahead of the play clock. And now Paris can celebrate in earnest, as they have earned it, and nothing else needs to be done for the Greyhounds. They're going to win it.
And I know that feeling Paris has right now. It's no better feeling than winning a playoff game. Keep pushing and churning. One more week to fight.
Final seconds tick off. And Paris has done it. Paris has won over Sayre 14-10. The Greyhounds advance, and we'll come back with more on Glycod in just a moment.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Can one college be all things to all people? Bluegrass Community and Technical College can. Learn more at bluegrass.kctcs.edu.
Stuck on the road? Call Martin's Peterbilt Mobile Service. Our 24/7 commercial roadside service, truck and trailer repair, and warranty service will have you back on the road in no time. Call us 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools. Your BioGuard dealer, weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Drive with the confidence and security of a pre-owned Kia from Cartown Kia. This incredible certification package is loaded with a 5-year, 60,000-mile bumper-to-bumper warranty, a 10-year, 100,000-mile powertrain warranty, 10 years of national roadside assistance, and 2 years of free maintenance. Choose from over 70 certified pre-owned Kias or over 1,000 vehicles of all makes and models. It's new car driving at used cars prices with certified pre-owned Kias from CartownKiaUSA.com.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by Cartown Kia, your dealership for unmatched design, performance, and savings at 3120 Lexington Road in Nicholasville. Visit them online at CartownKiaUSA.com.
Keith Elkins along with KJ Jones back at the Sayre Athletic Complex. The Paris Greyhounds advance with a 14-10 win over Paris. We saw a lot of penalties in the second half, KJ, but really these two teams never stopped fighting and fighting to win, and it was a real battle right till the end, maybe more defensively oriented than we expected at the beginning of the game. But when you have a playoff game and a playoff challenge, you want to leave everything on the field. It seemed like both of these teams did.
Oh, yeah, they did for sure. And, it was a defensive game. When your offense isn't there, defense is about effort. So when your offense isn't going, your defense is going to keep you in the game. And that's exactly what it was here for Paris today. And the offense actually did start picking up a little bit more, but their defense really kept them in the game. Held Sayre to 3 points to the end of the third quarter.
Yeah, and we saw the Paris offense, that rushing attack with Monty Bell featured, but Guy Turner carried the ball a lot too, the quarterback. And when they needed to just push the ball down the field and grind out the time, we saw them as being able to do that tonight. That was a real key to their win, I thought.
Yeah, it was. Both guys said Monty Bell and Guy Turner, they both had a lot of rushing attempts, and running the ball is the cake, and being able to throw the ball is the cherry on top. And whenever that Paris did need to throw the ball, they were definitely very capable of it and completed some big passes throughout the game.
Well, Sayre got on top in this game, a 32-yard field goal with 1:44 to go in the first quarter by Gannon Rice. He's had a great year for them as their place kicker, and he got the Spartans off to a good start. And then Paris took advantage of a high snap on a punt with the ball being tackled, or the ball carrier being tackled at the 9-yard line. The punter tried to run it back out after the ball went over his head and near the end zone. Tackled at the 9, and then eventually Guy Turner, 2-yard run. That was in the second quarter and put the Greyhounds up by a score of 7-3. And then in the third, it was Turner on a 7-yard run, and the kick added by Hayden, and it was 14-3 Paris. But then the Spartans got a big spark from Bo Perry, the backup quarterback, and with 55 seconds left in the third, it was Perry to Monday for a 5-yard touchdown, and that was set up by a 75-yard touchdown run by Bo Perry, or 75-yard run by Bo Perry, setting up the 5-yard touchdown from Perry to Monday, and got the Spartans back in contention at 14-10. But that's the way it ended tonight. No further scoring for either team after that point, and we'll talk about outstanding players a little bit later, but certainly Bo Perry turned things around for Sayre, gave them a big lift with the long run, and he also made some difference after that too, with several runs, and when his entry into the game seemed to give Sayre some new life.
Yeah, it did. The Sayre offense just seemed kind of stagnant, and Bo Perry came in and had that big run, and it seemed to give the offense some life, and they seemed to be able to move the ball a little bit more ease than they had been able to the whole game.
And Paris, of course, recovered from the Sayre touchdown to continue to keep its composure, and we saw Monty Bell suffer an injury and left the game briefly, but came right back, and he was certainly outstanding for Paris tonight. In fact, we'll have our outstanding players of the game a little bit later in our post-game report, but that was the scoring summary tonight. The scoring summary brought to you by IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. 14-10, the final. Paris wins it over Sayre. Our post-game wrap-up will continue in just a moment on Glycon.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable. They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself. This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Tired of secondhand smoke and vape clouds invading your space? Now's the time to make your voice heard. If you're 18 or older and live in Bourbon County, visit poll.bourboncohd.org and fill out an indoor air quality survey. or call this local number to request a paper copy. In addition, you can enter separately to win one of 3 $100 Amazon gift cards. Help us reach our goal of 1,000 responses. Submit yours today. A message from the Bourbon County Health Department. Grow healthy, stay healthy.
Take the short drive to satisfaction with the Tim Short Auto Group. Up to 5,000 vehicles to choose from. Shop online or in person.
Hey, I'm Tim Short. I'd just like to invite everybody out to one of our 27 locations, or check us out online at timshortautogroup.com.
Take the short drive to satisfaction and bring home your new vehicle.
Leaves and other dirt and grime are no match against the experts at Suntime Pools, your BioGuard dealer. Weekly service, computerized water testing, or just need advice. Our reputation has made us the company of choice for all your pool needs. Visit us today for a full line of BioGuard swimming pool products. Suntime Pools.
Hey, who turned out the lights? Hello?
Research has shown high school sports to be a great community influence. Join scores of local businesses that have partnered with Glycod in sponsoring live, hometown-oriented sports programming on our video and social media platforms. For more information, email info@glycod.com.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. You're watching Central Kentucky High School Football on Glycod.
Back at the Sayre Athletic Complex, Paris a winner tonight over Sayre 14-10. Tonight's most outstanding players are presented by Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. And KJ, we look at the visitors first. For Paris, this guy figured prominently in their offense all night long, was a big part of them being able to grind things out and run that clock, and just did an outstanding job, Monty Bell.
Yeah, Monty Bell, he really put the team on his back. I think that Coach Dameron told him this is going to be your game. You're going to have to carry this team, because from the start of the game, he was getting all the carries and just picking up good runs. And, again, he really did his thing. When you want to win the playoffs, you have to be able to run the ball. And he did what he needed to do, and that's why Paris got the win in here tonight.
So Monty Bell, our outstanding player from Paris. And from Sayre tonight, we chose the man who gave the Spartans a lift there in the second half when he was inserted in the quarterback position, a 75-yard run that set up a touchdown, in fact, his own touchdown pass, and it was the quarterback, Bo Perry.
Yeah, Bo Perry, he gave this offense a spark. They had really gotten stagnant throughout most of the game, only had 3 points, and then Coach Pennington making a big-time decision, actually mentioning his son, Gage, and then putting Bo in there. And then Bo, it seems like the offense had an electric to him after Bo Perry got in, and they were moving the ball well and scored a touchdown.
So a great job by Perry tonight as he gave his team a lift and put Sayre right back in the thick of things. But Paris holds on, and they win it tonight by a score of 14-10 over Sayre. So Paris moves on in the Single A playoffs. And we will take our final break, come back, and wrap things up from the Sayre Athletic Complex in just a moment on Glycod.
Home of excellent service, support, and satisfaction, Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment is your one-stop mower shop. Family owned since 1985, Lexington Outdoor offers top brands like Husqvarna, Toro, Grasshopper, and Echo. Plus, free pickup and delivery. Located just 2 miles west of Douglas High School, they're open weekdays and most Saturday mornings. For more info, stop in or visit their website at lexoutdoorpower.com. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job.
Listen up. In a world overwhelmed by noise, we live life on simpler terms. Our terms. No agendas, no drama. Our road, our rules. Let's ride.
Central Kentucky Driving School is raising the bar in driver education because the safety of their students is too important for anything less. Offering driver training for teens and adults, Central Kentucky Driving School will equip you with the skills needed to become a safe and confident driver. A proud community partner, Central Kentucky Driving School invests in their students and families and guides you every step of the way. For more information, give them a call at 859-538-7775 or visit drivecky.com.
For any of your window, door, and siding needs, contact the team at Elite Building Products. Their factory-certified, licensed, and insured contractors have been installing energy-efficient windows and doors for over 30 years. They also offer energy tax credits and military veteran discounts. Locally owned and open weekdays at 242 Wilson Drive, just off of the 27 bypass. For a free estimate, call 859-887-2440. Elite Building Products.
Here to hear what's on your mind. Take this time to talk and get it right. You know I'll be there all your life. When you need me, I'll be by your side.
Little everyday conversations about the dangers of underage drinking can make a big difference in a child's life. Talk, they hear you.
This segment of tonight's game is brought to you by Cartown Kia in Nicholasville, movement that inspires, and by Carpenter's Local 1650. Build your winning career today.
Back to wrap things up tonight at the Sayre Athletic Complex. Paris wins it tonight over Sayre by a score of 14-10, and they advance from round 2 of the KHSAA Single A playoffs, and of course a lot of playoff football going around the state this evening, and so we'll see how the matchups shape up. We can assure you that Glycod will have a presence at playoff football next weekend, and so we invite you to watch Glycod.com, the website, to see how those matchups are going to be scheduled and to see which ones we'll be covering. But we'll be glad to bring you playoff football as the playoffs progress here in this 2025 season. Again, Glycod.com, and then you can catch the games in Louisville and area in southern Indiana, and of course right here in central Kentucky as well. KJ, any final thoughts on this good one we saw tonight?
Just a really hard-fought win. Congrats to Paris. This really shows the heart and grit that they had to be able to come on the road and beat a really good Sayre team, the defending champions. I mean, hats off to them, and I wish them a long run in the playoffs.
Well, that will do it for us tonight. We thank you for being with us tonight. And for producer Jackson Miller, and for camera operator John Strange, and for KJ Jones, I'm Keith Elkins. Again, the final score, it was Paris 14 and Sayre 10. Good night from the Sayre Athletic Complex on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Central Kentucky High School Football. Tonight's game was brought to you by Bluegrass Community and Technical College. College for your world. Man of War Harley-Davidson, 100% Kentucky owned and operated. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. New Vista, we see the good ahead. Martin's Peterbilt, keeping you rolling. Elite Building Products in Nicholasville, where you'll find top quality products for your home. Lexington Outdoor Power Equipment, the right equipment for the right job. Suntime Pools and Spas, good people to know if you have a pool. And by Fast Signs.
Visit Glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live